later, I tried asking it the same thing. It's like, don't ask me that. I'm like, uh-oh.
It knew.
Has no mouth but must scream.
I hate that story.
It's so depressing.
It is.
I mean, it's depressing, but not, because it's like, yeah, human resilience, but it's also just, like, horrific. But I love it.
I know, I can't, like, you can't stop thinking about it. But at the same time, you're just like, oh, please let me forget.
Yeah, please let me not
Hey,
think about it.
How about this? In D&D, if someone enters a bag of holding and they get sent to a different plane of existence, how do you retrieve them?
It just goes, well, Boogly.
Yeah.
This is
Hello.
Sarah.
I can tell it to
long
address
time.
me as Boogly.
Here, Tosh, why don't you scoot over so that
Oh, yeah.
you guys have more time?
Yeah. It said in D&D, if someone enters a bag of holding and gets sent to a different plane of existence, you might need powerful magic like plane shift or gate spells to bring them back. Consulting with your dungeon master, and using creative solutions could also help.
My dungeon master did this to me.
Yeah, how did they think it happened in the first
He's
place?
like, I'm trying to usurp my dungeon master.
ChatGPT, how do I get back in my dungeon master?
It's impossible. It will always end badly.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't even try.
I am the dungeon master.
It's like, look at me.
What are fun
I'm
ways
the
to piss
dungeon-
off
I'm
your
the
dungeon
dungeon
master?
master.
I wish you could just send gifts in response. That would be awful.
ChatGPT for gifts, that would be funny. It's like creating them.
So lame. It's important to maintain a positive and respectful relationship with your dungeon master.
For your own sake.
Hippie. All right, you guys ready for
Anyways.
this?
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Let's give a quick recap of kind of your escapades last session. Who wants to do it?
There's a lot we did last session.
I can't even freaking remember.
I don't know if I can either. I just know I'm beat to death, out of spells, out of wild
And that's the
shapes.
thing, I don't even know why I'm beat to death. Like, I'm just
Did
like,
we
oh,
start
yeah.
last session traveling
Oh
back
wait,
in time?
there were those like 5 giants, and then the big guy and the Cyclops in the back.
That was the Goblin Army, yeah, on the side of...
Kind of how you.
Because when we went back to the bridge...
Oh yeah, my firestorm deleted.
It was
all those
very
goblins.
nice.
That was awesome. That was great.
Yeah, we tried to invade, like, the castle, and we snuck in, and we thought we were fighting monsters, but we were fighting each other.
That's right.
Yeah, I would have beat you, but it's whatever.
Mm-hmm. I survived for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Puzzle fooled us for a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, that stupid puzzle.
Because you guys, yeah, I can't remember exactly where we started. I think it was the start of the.
Because I think we
chapter.
got our horses, like, in the past and left.
Right. So like Mogar had his dream.
Yeah.
Right. You guys were at camp. Oh yeah. We started with you having your moment, your trance moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then you guys went to sleep. Mogar had his dream. The book activated, so you guys traveled back in time to the bridge. You pretty quickly figured out where you needed to go. You got there. But yeah, you guys rode horses, right? You didn't do the tree travel.
Yeah, no, we rode the horses.
Yeah.
And then hid,
And then you hid, yep.
talked to Ren and Stimpy.
So you got the book, you went back to the time of the Second Goblin War. You guys headed north. You saved Gareth's son.
Yes.
And then...
Kind of a wasted endeavor, but...
and then you came across Mogar's, like, dream, basically. And you followed those tracks.
Did a whole burial for some idiots who weren't even his parents.
And then you guys
And then we met his parents.
followed goblin tracks. or
Yeah, we like followed them
goblins
into the...
the trap dungeon.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we had the puzzle to figure out. Rameth, that was good fun. I was just like so happy. Like I just was sure that I was gonna give it away quickly, you know, because like you dealt this much damage, you received this much damage, right? But I was able to like mask it, kind of.
Yeah, I was good.
The mirror ball dancing.
The thought crossed my mind, but I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Because like the way you were describing the spells we were seeing was different, so I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That was good.
But you guys managed to get out of there, and I thought it was really good how you did you detected. You were just trying to find Mogar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like you inadvertently found out that
All of them are
changelings.
Yeah, you're like, He's over there, but there's a whole pack of them over there.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
So that was cool. But yeah, then you guys got Mogar because you and Mogar fought and you got taken out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you went into to take out the siege. So you had two choices. You could fight the Horde, aid the Radiant Knights, or you could take out the siege weaponry that was getting ready to take them out. So
I feel like anymore, I'm just gonna be an elemental.
It's one of the
You
strongest
should.
things you can
Yeah,
turn
I'm just
an
gonna
armor
use
into.
both points to do an elemental.
In Baldur's Gate, they let druids turn. I don't know if they're normally allowed to turn into myrmidons, which are like elementals but stronger. It seems like, at least in Baldur's Gate. But I gotta look that up because it was an interesting one.
So could you pass me the popcorn?
Because they were like elementals that had weapons.
Oh.
So like if you were the
That
air
sounds
one,
good.
you would like hit with like an electric mace
Good.
yeah.
and like stun people. So it was weird, which I don't think is
I
normal.
increased the butter oil, decreased the salt, and apparently they agree that's the sweet spot.
Ooh, baby. It's my sweet spot.
And so yeah, you guys helped them.
That's good.
Kind of had that good reunion for
Mhm.
Mogar.
That
And
was
then
cute.
Is it myrmidons?
Mm-hmm.
and then you tore the page and you got out of Dodge.
That we did.
How do you
Out of
spell-
the frying pan into the
M
fire.
Y
Yeah, pretty much.
R
Oh.
M I D O N.
So as a reminder,
Meridian.
you guys come back here. You can see, right, so over here is where your past selves are having the fight right now, letting civilians die. So that battle's still raging.
Way to go, Dutch.
Both wagons have been destroyed, and the final wave is basically about to come and hit you guys. And Boogly's going to take out. You were gone at that point. I don't know if we ever told you, but like another Goliath from your village who had joined the evil army, like came in that final wave.
Where was I?
I think
You
you
just weren't
left that night because it was like late. We were fighting late.
Oh, this was a while ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like lately I've stayed.
Yeah, no, this is like when
It was
we
a
did
while
this
ago.
fight.
Oh.
I'm just recollecting that last
It was
wave.
probably that D-bag that hit on Marglar at one time.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, but everybody did. She's kind of a hoe.
Rard mag.
But yeah, so
Balls egg. The Conqueror.
Ball bag.
so Ren has to go finish setting the explosives since you guys kind of interrupted Gil right when he got started.
Yeah.
So she basically casts fly on herself and then starts going and working beneath the bridge. And at the same time, you guys are interrupted by the
What's this,
screeching of a
Sugar
bird in the
Ray song?
sky. But yeah, she basically tells you like keep the bird locked down on the bridge and she'll get the charges ready.
Okay, that should be easy. Smile. Crabbane from Dunland.
Did you say lockdown and bird in the same sentence?
Yeah.
Cage that birdie. No, it'll serve me now. I've been saving my Pokeball just for this.
That'd be cool.
Are myrmidons new?
It might. They might be. The reason it's weird is I don't know if they're beasts or not, but it might be like a 1D&D thing. Because you can shapeshift into owlbears and that, which you can't do in the game yet.
As of my
Not
last
easy.
update, myrmidons are not included in the
That's
official
sweet.
D&D 5th edition rulebook as a creature
Oh.
that druids can wild shape into.
Hmm.
However,
Well, because I think their creatures were added probably in the multiverse of monsters or whatever. Sam Raimi designed it.
Alright, so Ren is out of combat.
Multiverse
for
of
the time
Myrmidons.
being. So you guys all at least got some healing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
And you have like 30 something, right? So
Yeah.
you have the healing from the Radiant Knights.
I could take probably a little arrow or two.
How about a Talon slash?
No,
Probably not.
no, I'm dead.
Do chickens have large talons?
That music, that's the sound, that's the music that plays when you're crossing into the next life after you get ripped to death by talons.
I chose it as like the memorial song for Gil, right?
Requiem for a Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Just explosion noises. Gotta go boom in time.
Alright. Boogly. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 13.
So
Wait, how's it 13? Your druid, it should be higher than that.
How do
It should be 10 plus your wisdom modifier plus your dexterity.
10 plus my wisdom plus 4 plus what?
Plus your dexterity modifier.
Plus 1, so 15.
So it still
Are
hits
you
you.
wearing armor?
I should be wearing my hide armor.
Either way, then it would be higher than 13. Wait, actually, armor is usually not as good for druids. Because
Where's my armor? Do I not have it?
they
No.
naturally get the same thing that,
They have unarmored.
yeah,
Oh.
pretty sure. I can look it up, but I'm 99% certain.
I do.
let's see.
That
Most-
time I bought that hide armor, I don't think I actually put it into my inventory.
I was like, either way, you would have had higher than 13. Well, no, 13 would be
hiding.
right.
What's your dex?
Plus 1.
Okay. Most druids can realistically expect to have an AC of at most 16 with 14 dex.
Mm.
So 15 might be right. Stud
Yeah, because
leather
I have 12
armor,
dex, so
shield.
plus 1.
Yeah.
My thing is burning.
Phone? Or your what?
The hole the gay doctor put in.
Oh. Wait, what?
Your gay hole?
That
Oh,
gaping?
yeah.
I had a dermatologist take out a mole, which wasn't
Oh.
actually a mole, and he was probably the gayest doctor I've ever seen. Like, he did a good job, it's just, he comes in, hi, how's it going? And he used Cheerios and Captain Crunch to refer to different types of moles.
So gross.
Okay.
You know I'm not going to be eating these moles, right, Doc?
He's like,
So-
what? He has one of those.
Boogly, it sounds like it hits you.
Okay, what do I take?
20 damage.
Oh.
So it just comes down
It's eating
and
my
just
gushers.
takes a big bite out of you with its beak. Just leaves some
He's like, yeah, those are
scars,
safe.
deep wounds against your arm.
Hunter goes, oh, Boogly!
Dutch, it hits you with its talons for 25 damage.
Oh, actually, I don't see the
When Ian comes down
unarmored
and
defense.
complains about the low supply of popcorn,
You need to go
We
tell
all
him to
contributed.
shove it up his ass.
Yeah, we did all contribute.
because this was actually good.
I did enjoy some. Also, Dutch,
Temporary hit points anymore.
you are grappled.
Oh yeah, we should have 10 temporary hit points from Ian too.
Yep.
My thing didn't save
Did
anything.
you use them though?
No, because he gave them to us before we.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
While you were talking with reuniting. So I'm just putting
That
you
was 10, right?
here because
I had 17.
That's probably right. How many of those are truthful? I think that was right.
so Dutch, you are grappled and you are restrained.
Uh-oh.
Good news is the rock can't use its talons on another target.
Thank goodness. I got you guys. I'll keep this thing busy, don't worry. Got it locked down.
Just flies away with them.
Just drops you on the bridge.
Right, it
Down
explodes.
down the chasm.
Drops you right as like the bombs are going off.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you say so grappled and restrained?
Yes.
So I
Same
can't.
thing.
They're not
No,
two
it's
different
not the same
things.
thing. Usually
Grappled you can make attacks. Restrained you can't.
yeah,
right?
restrained is not good.
Oh, so you're like wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, restrained is bad.
Man, good thing I have a really high strength score.
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
I don't even have diff on
Damn.
spells.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's alright, I'll try and get you out maybe.
If we die, inside a ripped page,
Yeah.
do we just sit sent back, or are we just
We're
dead?
gonna
We don't know.
figure it
It's
out.
never happened before. If you
We're-
remember, in one
I'll
of
tell
the-
you right now, we're about to find out.
one of the very first adventures, it nearly happened to you.
Yeah. Right at the freaking beginning. Right at the beginning of
Like,
time.
the only way to die in that adventure was to roll a 1 at that moment that you did. Like, only on the very first, like,
So
because there were
funny.
3 checks, right, to run away from the falling thing, and only if you rolled a 1 could you die.
Leave it to me.
Hello.
You did.
What's up, boys?
What's up,
Hey,
buddy?
Dude, curry's great, isn't it?
Curry's delicious.
Steph.
Good thing you're here, Mogar.
We're all about to die.
Really?
Yeah, this is free
Look at
love.
those chalices, dude. That's legit.
Those they got them from Amanda's birthday party.
Goblets.
Did you put your name in the Goblin War?
Is that everybody's sad music? Is everybody's gonna die?
This is Gil's memorial music.
Yeah. Someone should recognize what it's from. Oh? None of you?
I'm not sure.
Surprised. It's Attack on Titan.
That does make sense.
I still haven't seen that.
It's the sad music that always plays
Yeah.
whenever someone
Did you
dies.
watch it all?
Forgot about that.
I think I'm the only one that's watched it all.
I still have the third
I think,
I'm caught
season
up.
to watch.
I watch, yeah.
I think everyone just
I
tells me
just
it's the
watched all
best
of
thing ever
Jujutsu
made, and
Kaisen.
so I don't.
Sick.
I haven't
Second
watched
season
it 'cause I feel like it's
comes
already
back
been ruined for me.
30th of
It's
this
already
Yeah.
underwhelmed.
I know, I got
Does
it. I
everyone say
got
this is the
caught
best?
up.
Yeah,
And I
no,
like
it's
that
not
arc
the best
that they
thing.
did,
It's good. It's not the
the
best.
reminiscing one I like that one a lot.
I mean, the best
Freaking
thing
Bob.
is so preferential.
It's
It's so
insane.
subjective, but
Like,
it's
then
really
you know
good.
something's gonna happen. The
Except
whole
the-
time, you're like,
It's
if
one of
there's
those that
any
is like
sort of
set up
character,
from the beginning.
like,
Like the
development
story
like
is thought
this.
out from the beginning.
Gotcha.
All right, can you roll for initiative quickly so we know
Yeah.
where you
It's
stand?
sick, though.
Yeah, it was Megaby's
Easy.
dad, yeah.
Yes.
And he got his ass beat.
Oh, 19.
Just a giant hole through his...
Well, Mogar, you're up.
Is he high?
Am I on? Am I on
He kinda
cinnamon?
was.
He was, yeah,
'cause,
legit.
Oh wait,
Okay, so
I
figure
was
out all
on
his
cinnamon
powers.
under.
okay,
That's
then
cool.
we can have that come back.
goes there.
The one dude just
Because
becoming a
yeah,
psycho.
you were on cinnamon in
Which
the
to be
last
fair.
fight.
I get it.
What was the last fight?
The siege equipment, the psycho.
You watched the movie, right?
Yeah.
No?
You
No,
watched the movie.
we met up right
I didn't know
after,
there was a
and
movie.
then we
Yeah,
talked to my
amazing.
parents.
Oh, you summoned cinnamon there.
It's on Crunchyroll.
I had already summoned Cinnamon, except we were in the tunnel. We got
It
separated
came out before the second
because
season.
I was in the tunnel beating
And
him
it's
up.
like a
Yeah.
prequel to the
And then I
first
could
season.
call Cinnamon.
That's
All
right.
about the
And
guy
he
that
came,
keep
but he
talking
wasn't
about
there
the
for
first
that
season.
fight.
Super strong.
Right.
Is not there
Yep.
for like the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about him.
Alright, let me pull up my guy.
Can't remember, but it's very cool.
How's everybody looking?
He just got hit for 20. He got hit for 25.
I'm now down to 13 health. I have no wild shape. I have no 7th,
I'm
6th,
doing
or
pretty
5th
good on
spells.
Well, what were you doing to him? Like damn.
Oh,
Yeah, did you deserve it?
No, they had it.
What were you wearing?
Yeah, were you
This is
asking
the
for
first
it?
turn.
The
Yeah.
first turn?
Yeah.
He went first. So we haven't done anything.
I don't have my health from last time.
Mine didn't have it either, but I just lied.
Let's just say you're full.
We knew we
I
got
think
20
I-
back from the
So what does it
your
say to
family,
that?
and you gave us 17 temporary.
I was gonna say I have 113. I know I don't have my 17 anymore. I think I'm around like 70. I think.
And then is that with the healing that they gave you?
Because we got healing from your family right before
Oh
we left.
no, then no.
They gave us 20 healing. Something like that.
So I'll probably be 94,
Yeah.
93. Okay,
You'll need it. So.
we'll do 2 attacks then. I'm swooping down on him.
Oh yeah, you're flying. Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, what the That's never happened before.
1 hits.
He's getting attacked from above.
Just need a sec.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I wish there was more to like
20. He takes 23 to hit.
the now bad guy.
Yeah.
23 damage.
Like
23
the bad
damage.
sorcerer that's working with all the true spirits. Like that, they were like, oh yeah, we'll hurry and explain this real quick. But it felt quick. So it was like,
Was.
What are you talking about?
we're just like, hey, I've been having these thoughts where I just want to like, we should kill people instead. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just your leader now. And I'm bad and I'm gonna kill people.
He's a big part of the movie.
Yeah, what are you
Does it
talking about?
explain more?
What are you talking about?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't know.
He's
Alright.
really-
Mogar, that's your turn?
he's
That was
really
my turn.
Alright, Hunter, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna slash at its talons and try and get it to drop Dutch.
Okay. It's just got him pinned
Drop
against the
him.
ground right
Drop
now.
a fat
Drop
Dutch
it.
on the ground. 28 hit.
Yes.
So the first one's
That's the
17.
duchy.
Ooh, crit for the same damage. 17, which kind of sucks. And then I have 2 more. Oh, another crit though. That's 2 in a row, baby, and that's 21
That is
damage.
insane.
So Hunter's a little bit pissed off. He's like, "Don't do this right when I said goodbye to Gil."
He has his axe.
And then another 27 and 12 damage.
Wow, what did you just do? Oh, this is like your
This is my first round.
first round, so you get to do a lot. Sorry, what was the last bit?
12 damage. So yeah, I run up and I slash the poop out of his little talons. As he drop him now.
Yeah, so that's like your long sword and your other sword, right?
Both
So-
longswords.
Yeah, and it does some psychic damage too, right?
Mhm.
Okay. It absorbs psychic damage. What?
Yeah, it gets stronger.
Yeah.
It's a thinker.
Yeah, so you just like, you're hacking at it. Good thing you didn't crit fail, or you might have hit Dutch. But no, you did really well. So, Dutch, you can have advantage on your next, like, whether you attack or try to escape, whatever you do, you can have advantage on it.
Sweet.
Cook up some chicken talons.
How are you on spells?
Oh, I suck with spells anyway. After I went Warlock, I don't have a whole lot of spell slots. So I've got 1 5th level and
Not
2
bad.
first.
That's more than regular warlocks. Usually you just have 2. You get it back in short rest.
Dutch,
Oh,
you're
1 second.
up.
Well, you got time. Fucking good.
Um,
Do you have any spell slots left? Huh?
is it a
Yeah, but only 4th level and down.
strength check to break out?
So it's
Quite
strength
over-
or dexterity for a
Okay.
grapple, but you have disadvantage on dexterity because
Right.
you're restrained.
So it would even out if I decided to do a dexterity.
Right.
I don't know if that's even worth it. I might as well take advantage on the strength. I've got +2 to dexterity, but -1 to strength. But it might just be better to have advantage.
It's kind of hard to say.
I know.
I mean, it's always going to be luck based, anyways, right? It's like which roll ends up being high,
But
or
I
none of
would
them.
probably agree that, yeah, the advantage is
Still got double the chance of rolling a naturally high number.
Um,
Getting some fat naturals.
The heavy set again?
I got a 14 and a 4. So 14.
you push against with all your might, and it just like comes back down, kind of slams. down.
Holy crap!
Yeah, you moved its talon to impale you now.
He moved it over and just.
and it kind of just like, like screams at you before like being aggressive to everyone
It's
else.
like a Shrek scenario. You're gonna marry this bird.
That's
just
your
like,
future. What did you do? Did you like fly off?
No, I stayed there to take hits if I need.
Okay.
Yeah, to kite.
You're riding it.
Pretty much.
Is that all you do, Dutch?
I think that's all I can do. Because that's my action, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I really have any bonus actions, so.
That's a little spicy.
Oh!
Yeah, it's good though.
Little spicy.
There's that perfect where it's like it warms up your face,
Let me
but doesn't
see.
like
You
it
need
melt
something?
your
Is it?
mouth.
Do you need something, my sweet prince?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I am going to. Oh, crap. You guys are all around me. How big is the rock?
He's a big boy.
About 6'5"?
It's a gargantuan monstrosity.
What can
Okay,
I
so,
say?
like-
That's gargantuan? Is that the biggest?
Except you're welcome.
You're right there, next to me,
I think it's as big as Tiamat.
right?
Before you say anything,
because I want to cast
I actually haven't
darkness.
eaten that much from it.
But you could see.
I don't believe you.
It was so big.
No, but it wouldn't matter.
We all can't.
I'll be fine.
Take some.
Yeah, and I'm hungry.
Because it can't.
So you've had your less. You've had
More
your
curry?
fill.
Well,
Is there more curry?
There's a little bit.
Madam Curie. I'm going to, as a bonus action,
Shit's
cast
radioactive.
darkness.
although, so I'm saying we have the popcorn stage. I could go upstairs and make more, but we would need. I could just use salt and regular oil.
I could just go back to the basics.
Clavicle.
All right.
That's my last.
Use booty oil.
All right. So it looks
Like
like,
a booty
so it's
cakes?
15 feet, right?
15-foot
So
radius.
I'll put you here. So we'll call it here.
What'd you Misty step?
No, here.
Darkness.
Oh.
I'm still trapped.
Darkness
his
step?
old friend. So,
You dark-
Boogly, we'll say
that's
that
called
you're
crip
out of the
walking.
darkness. You're basically right on the edge
Okay.
of the darkness.
So, how high up is this bird
Walkie slurs.
floating?
It's at the ground level.
Is that the ground level? And how tall is it?
Pretty tall.
I want to cast Confusion, but it's a 10-foot radius, and I don't want to hit
Yeah.
Mogar.
It's just
Oh,
clips of them.
Yeah, it's probably about.
So funny.
It probably stands about 20 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it Confusion 10 feet in the air,
Sure.
and then it'll hit it, and hopefully not Mogar.
Sure.
No.
I think there's probably some point where you could do that.
Yeah.
Cody's gonna have a kid.
So I'm gonna cast Confusion,
Okay.
Just announced like last week.
and the Wisdom saving throw for the bird is 17.
Is he YouTuber? He gonna have a baby.
You already know how Confusion.
PewDiePie
I'm
had his
just
baby.
gonna read it.
Guys can have baby.
Mm-hmm. He's from Canada.
R&R tactical. Make me active.
Do you know that this is sticking out, Josh?
What is?
His do-rag?
I did not notice that.
Is it reversible?
Okay. So first, I
it
make
coming
the
out.
wisdom saving throw, and then at the end of my turn. So
That's supposed to be
Mhm.
there.
okay.
This is just a free hat I got to shoot off.
Shoot off.
Don't get don't shoot that boy.
What?
Everybody there talks like that. Excuse
Required.
me, I'm just looking for the bathroom. Oh, what are you doing?
No, they go, yo, big on that boy.
I heard the N word at least 7 times.
You what?
Hell yeah.
Not really.
Shoot off.
I said I heard the N word at least 7 times.
What's the DC?
17.
And then I turned to my dad and said, "Stop."
Okay.
Wisdom.
It has a +4 to this.
He's just the
Oh, this
guy
bird's
from the
wise as hell.
It fails.
7 times in 20 seconds is enough.
All right, you've managed to confuse the rock.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It's gonna mate with you.
He's like, "Do you smell who's cooking?"
Is that your turn?
Who's cooking and what?
That is my
what are they
turn.
doing?
Look at
Do
that.
you smell
thought
toast?
You could have pictured.
He just does this.
Alright, y'all, it's confused.
Let's make it turn trans and kill itself.
All right. Gareth is gonna
48% chance.
run up. He's gonna come around behind the bird so that he can be out of the darkness. So, oh, let's go there.
Here's to the darkness. Here's to the darkness.
And he will make a couple attacks, but he misses.
You stupid.
Lane
Coming
Corbin.
Coming in with the miss.
What did I save your kid for? Only I let him die.
It's Token's fault.
Why did I grab his hair?
Okay.
Which hair?
And we're back. Alright, so Ren is busy beneath the bridge. So it's the rock's
Under the
turn.
bridge, walk.
Oh, is the rent blowing up the bridge?
He's finishing setting up the explosives.
Do the bridge.
Oh.
Hot.
Yeah. You ever had that like
Yeah, like behind your.
carbonation
Yeah.
hot?
Yeah.
It like came out my nose like smog.
Or like you upchuck a little bit and it like burns the back of your throat.
That's disgusting, but yes.
Alright.
Yeah, that's just like heartburn. That's the worst.
So the rock flies off
Top row.
You guys ever
to
had that
the north.
acid that just shoots out your throat?
So Mogar, you're just gonna be up in the air here.
And he takes an attack of opportunity.
He
I have a
does.
broom. It's fine.
I know, but I want to be with him.
Is a 19 hit?
Yes.
I won't be wait.
How's the rock looking?
After these attacks, it will
Maybe
be
like an eagle
below
just
half
flying
health.
around.
Below half
Yep.
health? Seeing that he's going off with Dutch, I'm gonna make this one a little bit spicy.
He's going off.
This might be a little spicy here.
Put a little curry on this.
Yeah. That's. I'm going to need 4 more.
You still have divine smites?
Yep. I didn't use my level 3s.
Ah.
Sniggity smart.
15. 22. 31. Plus
Like perfectly where it has all
39
the
damage.
Total
Uh-huh.
in the end.
And I'm in hot pursuit.
Need for Speed.
31, we said? 39?
39. Oh, I realized.
You just
Didn't the
hit
rock
me.
go?
Hot placenta.
Yeah, so you just smack it with your lance, filling filled with.
Let him go!
So it's 120 feet to the north, basically just flying over the gap.
Holy show!
Gap kids.
So yeah, Dutch maybe think twice about escaping. I don't know.
He has a broom somewhere, right?
You do somewhere.
It's like Harry Potter, the Goblin
Unless it
Fire.
gets snapped in the.
It's
The
magic.
clutches.
It can't be destroyed.
Oh,
Well, you
It
weren't
has
on
like
it
4
anyways.
HP. It can get
It's a
destroyed.
magic item.
I remember that level
Doesn't have
20
HP.
one-off we played at Tobin's, where we all
Oh yeah.
were level 20s. I think I got a magic broom and it was like destroyed in the first.
Yep. It,
I looked this up extensively
Yeah.
because I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to buy a broom and then destroy it
but
with
it,
fire.
but it can.
But it's a magic item.
So?
So it can't be destroyed by like the normal things. It has to be destroyed by magic.
Oh.
It can't just be like snapped and crushed.
Huh.
That's what the general consensus was.
Okay.
Well, I've been trying to snap it over my knee this whole
Well,
time.
I actually used the divine smite on his.
I'm chewing on it.
Right. Understandable. You have inspiration for all the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Dutch is the real
And I die.
enemy. Okay.
Yeah, I come back as the villain again.
Hunter.
I was never
really Dutch.
Actually, just
Did
go.
Did you get him while he was leaving? Do you have Sentinel?
For almost 39 damage.
You don't have Sentinel, do you?
It was a reaction.
I'm gonna heal myself for 12 more hit points.
Yeah, reaction which none of you others took.
Well, I was in darkness.
That's true.
I mean, I still could have, but I didn't
Are
bother.
you a normal person or are you an element?
I just used Cure Wounds.
He's
for,
literally.
12 more hit points, I think. Oh, wait, is it me? Did he go?
It
I'm out of wild shape.
Oh, wait.
No, because he reacted. He hasn't
So
gone.
Mogar, it's actually your turn.
I'm a Goliath.
I am in.
That's already made at least one kill.
You said he's only 120?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
I am not normal.
I am not a man.
But no, I am in
Let-
my
let me
normal
see.
physical form.
Let me look
with
at-
no wild shapes left.
Here.
Fantastic.
Or
I
7th,
think-
6th, or 5th level spells.
Yeah, okay,
Or
so I
any
can
decent
be
amount
I
of
can be
health.
100 behind him.
Can fire elementals can't
So I'm
fly.
100 behind him, and I'm gonna shoot him with
Weird.
my
Fire elementals can't jump.
Radiant Bolt.
radiant
Love that
bolt.
movie.
White men can't fly.
Is he still
Woody Harrelson was
confused?
great.
Yes. Oh, I have to find out.
His new movie is good.
I was gonna say,
Coach
if
in the
he,
special needs
he like
basketball
failed
team.
his past
I didn't
check.
know about that.
Really good movie. It's called Champions. There, hold it down.
He's still confused.
17. Does that hit?
That does.
Okay. I think it's actually.
Is it supposed to be like heartwarming?
Yeah,
Funny?
it's heartwarming funny, but it's very funny. And like, it's a DUI. Has to do community service for that.
Just take all my
Oh,
advice.
I did hear about that.
It's a very good
Yes, because he was like a
15.
movie. He was like a
15
higher
rating.
level, yeah, like a big league coach. Kept screwing up.
Okay. Hunter. You're up.
I'll heal myself for 12.
Okay. Dutch, your turn.
I attack. Do I have a hand free?
Yeah, you can attack. Attack rolls against the creature against you have advantage. Creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. So,
Okay.
yeah, so you just have to attack with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Good thing you left that darkness on the. Wait, no. Do you have darkness around
It's
you?
on me.
Okay, so it's just equaled out then.
Yeah. I don't know what to use my spell for.
I haven't had the opportunity to do this yet. You do.
I could dimension door myself. But I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him for now.
The
I
best
want to
spell in the
hurt
game.
him. I want to hurt him.
Axel also, you can feel his craving. His extreme.
He's not. He has so many hit points, Axel.
No, he's below half.
He's below half?
Are we 15?
I told you guys that.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No,
Yeah.
after we long rest. Don't kill him. I need him as my pet.
Oh my gosh. That would be
I have a
If
pact
not,
to
I'm taking
fulfill.
cinnamon.
Oh, yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah, he's gonna fill your ass.
If I don't do this.
He just told you he's pent up.
I'm going to... I don't like that.
Did you not get the full stomach perk yet?
I did with the curry.
That's so good.
It's getting there. Yeah, you may use soul consumption even if the target is at full health. Damn it, I've been waiting this whole time. But, no. It's just because I switched now.
Yeah, right.
Yes, that
Because
I
it's
do
what,
have.
like Warlock 11? Is that what it is?
No, it's 7.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't technically there yet.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just gonna take a whack at him.
There you go.
I can take 2 whacks at
Whack
him.
him right off.
Oh.
Whack attack.
Where's my...
Oh, because you're packed with a blade.
Yeah. There we are. Hello, Goblin.
Packed with a black vampire.
Oh, baby! First one is a crit.
Oh.
11 damage.
Yes.
No, it's not, is it? Oh, it is 11 damage!
But then I add...
That's funny.
It is 11 damage.
What a twist.
I add 1d8 psychic damage per warlock level. If they fail. Wait, is this the right one, or is this the right one?
The paper is the right
Paper.
one.
Let's see.
Paper.
I think it's half damage.
Target must take a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC. Deal 1d8 psychic damage per warlock level, or half as much on a success.
What is the save? 17?
What's my save?
What is save?
18.
Oh, yeah.
It got 16.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What warlock level am I? 10.
You get it in Baldur's Gate, but it works very differently. You can only use it once per campaign.
Per campaign?
Yeah, you can use it one time on your adventure, and I wasted it immediately by accident, so I had to reload like a 40-minute before
We
save.
should use it on the tieflings.
49 psychic damage on top of the 11.
Kill the grove.
To get
Roll that?
I rolled it.
Lazel.
Oh,
Ow.
49.
49.
Yeah, I heard like 4d9.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like, wait.
I failed to save that I wish I hadn't. My guy's half
Dude,
mind
what?
flare now.
what kind of dice are you rolling with?
So 49
But
plus
I look
11.
like me,
Yes,
but with like
60 total.
black veins all
Yeah,
over
so
it. I do have cool
49
psychic
psychic
powers,
damage
but
like that.
I don't look
Yeah, it's
Great.
But I can fly, which is super
Fine.
nice.
You can, it's very cool.
And I can
like,
eat brains.
It can,
What was the
you see it like reeling, right? It like
What am I,
messes with the
Brazilian?
On top of the confusion already, like you basically just fry its brain at this point. So you just like dig it into the talon, but,
Yeah.
like into its claw.
Yeah. I do have a second attack.
Oh, okay.
That's a 12 save.
That misses. Okay. Yeah. We'll call that one the first one. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like, just like, ha! But,
One more time! And just whiff.
and then, so you just dig down. Axel you kind of sense it like Axel's, not tentacles, but like hooks or whatever,
Mhm.
like just run through its nervous system, just like taking its soul out. And its brain just becomes, it's a bird brain.
And it's confused.
Cuckoo-cuckoo.
So I'll basically just, with the confusion on top of this now, it basically is gonna like drop you, or like it releases the talents. I will leave it up to you if you free fall or if you like hang on, but you can kind of picture yourself as basically free climbing on the creature at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna do that thing where it's like in the movies where they drop out like into the mist.
Yeah.
And just go and fly up on my broom.
We just hear
It's
it.
like
I forget the magic word to make it fly.
Fly, broom, fly.
So
Like
if you want
Spider-Man?
to take
Yeah.
your
Up and away, broom.
if you want to take your movement, then you can.
Is he 30 feet tall?
Uh,
How tall is he?
yeah, probably 20 feet tall. That's what I told Tosh. And
I can move 50.
because he's bigger this way, right? Than
The bird's
Is he-
deploying an
Is he dead? Did
special
you suck
agent.
his soul? Oh,
so he took his soul, but he didn't kill it. So it's kind of like, and that's kind of an added layer.
Kind of like
right?
working in select health.
So when when this happens, when you consume the soul, it's kind of like a Horcrux, right? Like it splits the soul. So a creature can come
What I
back
say,
from it,
to let me stop drinking.
but it takes time to like kind of rebuild their soul. So it will be kind of like for a few weeks to a few months, they're kind of like
I
on
had to get
autopilot.
What's his name?
the Rock is special. It's like a special bird now.
It basically act more like
A T-bird.
instinctual or something than the trained bird that it is.
Just a bird.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna be on his back. Like, I'm still gonna be flying, but I'm gonna be like right on him.
Yeah. And
But I can't see
his
yet.
challenge rating is
Let go
11.
of him.
Huh?
His challenge rating is 11. So
Okay.
you're doubling it. So it's at least 22. I can't remember if you get any more than that.
We're not gonna get the rest. This is my bird now.
Totally is my bird.
I'm gonna tape my Pokeball to an arrow.
Because the chains,
Shooting at it.
the chains would give you
Would be sick.
more
You
if
could
they
you
had
don't have
other
anything
things.
to fly, huh?
So yeah, I think that's
Thanks,
just 22 for your soul force.
Okay.
Off the bridge.
22.
Ah.
Thank you.
Like Anakin.
All right.
You underestimate my power.
Mogar.
Yes.
Oh, so
I'll ride my wolf, have it
oh, no,
jump,
Hunter
jump
healed
off
himself.
it.
So Boogly, you're up.
I healed myself for 18.
Okay.
As a bonus action, can I like what's it called when you like brace yourself to get ready for a?
That's an action.
Brace yourself.
You ready an action.
Okay, so bonus actions I can't really do anything. All right, so that's just my turn.
Is the
You can drink
rock
it-
still hostile?
Oh wait, I can drink a
If
potion.
you have potions, those count as bonus actions.
I have no idea what's in my inventory, so let's take a
I,
look.
I saw how you
Goodness,
can do
rock.
that more damage. Baldur's Gate. Besides, like putting all the explosives in a bag. You've seen
Yeah,
that?
that's
I
so
do
funny.
not have
All
potions.
the barrels and all
We're
the
good.
anything explosive, they put it just like in a sack.
You
you
throw the
throw
sack
the
in it.
sack?
I cheesed the entire fight with it.
Yeah, no, you make a nuke. But there's this one you can do where you can summon an owlbear. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
They literally call the move owlbear from the top rope. Because if you can get the owlbear as high as possible, and it has a jump attack.
Yeah, special jump attack is
where,
so
like,
busted.
The further it jumps,
The more it
the
does.
more- so it takes up. I don't know who like the main boss guy is. I saw it, and like somehow the owlbear is like,
There's a couple
the
main bosses
ceiling.
technically.
and he jumps down, just slap.
It is
like,
an amazing.
It's like a 30-second fall, and then he smashes and just kills it.
Yeah, that stuff is very funny.
Gareth will use his second wind to restore some hit points. So Ren
Watch
Ren
out.
continues working beneath the bridge.
Ooh wee!
I love the bag full of explosives. How do I do that?
So funny.
Didn't they have that in Divinity 2?
You could do telekinesis.
I was like, because we did that in Divinity 2.
Yep.
I always
always carried
Finn?
barrels.
Was that his name?
The undead?
No, the
Iffin?
Iffin. That's who I was.
Just like last time, the rock continues heading north, and he just flies another 120 feet
You
in
bastard.
that direction.
You bastard rock.
So, were you within melee range?
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess you could take an attack of opportunity on it.
Sucking.
Let me see if I have.
But it's trying to flee us.
Like, well, what the fuck?
I mean,
So
really, it's just confused. Like, I'm just doing what Confucius said.
Does a- So I have Warcaster, so I can cast a spell on an opportunity attack. Does the spell... Is a cantrip a spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that classified? Eldritch Blast that boy.
Well, let me blast.
Let me hit.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Does a 30 hit?
Yeah.
No.
Does it crit? It sure does.
Did you get a crit?
Yep, and then another 20. So that is...
Wait, I'll tell you.
Amanda slammed the door on my toe, and literally half my toenail went.
Oh.
It like immediately started bleeding.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, oh.
I did that the other day. I was like, we were in the car and I was trying to like reach back to help Catherine or whatever, but like we were parked, and so I kind of like extended my foot, and then my toenail caught on like the brake.
Oh.
I was wearing my sandals, and so it did. I don't think it went as far as you, but because it only bled a little bit. But
That
it's still
feeling
just
is so bad.
Yeah.
Dude.
41 force damage.
41.
That's a lot.
It is.
So
Thank you for the crit.
yeah, it's just flying off, super confused, and you know, like it can't really, you know, it doesn't know what it's doing, right? It's flying like a drunken bird. You just launch one, it smashes one wing. You launch another one, it hits the tail feathers.
What are you doing?
And you launch another one.
That's this kingdom's national bird.
And it kind of like swoops down right as you hit its feathers, and then it kind of like picks back up, and like you just line the perfect shot, and it just like smashes the back of its head as it's swooping up with your final Eldritch Blast, and it just like takes out a piece of its skull, like in its brain, and just like it just like falls lifelessly.
I
down
choose
into the
you.
ground.
It's a dead body.
You know, down into the chasm, into the mist below.
Just turn
I'm
into a
gonna
zombie.
follow it. I'm gonna nosedive.
Yeah, and
Actually-
it's just like it's just in a deadfall, right?
Oh.
And so like you follow it down into the mist, you can still
It's
see.
like the bluebird at the bridge.
If you're in the fog, right, you can still see
Yeah.
far enough. And yeah, like 50, 60 feet from the ground, you see it just like hit and splat. It's messy. What little water is in the canyon is now like bloodied, and it's gross.
Its babies are crying for it in the nest.
Go get them.
We can
I
sell
will.
them to the genie.
Probably. That's how kids do them. Epstein.
You feel that Axel is really proud of you. Like
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling like this Axel guy might not be a good
I
influence.
feel good.
What about seals breaking and
I'm just-
I don't know,
I'm
not
just
some
cackling.
Book of Revelation, something like that.
Mogar's watching, he's like, yeah, he does deserve to be leader.
Something about
Absolutely not.
99 seals breaking and then the devil being
He's like,
loose or
what a
something.
monster. The bird was trying to go away. I didn't realize he was confused. So Mogar's like, Dude, I knew you were a jerk, but I didn't know you were a monster.
He announced it twice to the group.
Can we just get a round of applause for Boogly?
It was very good.
Good job confusing the bird. You made that fight a lot easier.
Oh, I'm glad. That's what happens when I'm scraping together what spells I have left.
I want to take
No
some
rhino form available.
It didn't even get to cast its lightning breath. Rocks don't have it, but this one had lightning breath.
Opens its mouth, there's a wizard inside.
Kaka!
It's a mechanical rock.
I just want to take some feathers.
He pulls out a feather. It's just a lightning bolt. Just,
Just covered in glyphs of warding.
yeah.
Just that one I pulled.
I'm gonna go with him because I want some feathers.
That makes
I was
sense.
gonna bring some back. Oh, you can fly.
Yeah, he's probably right behind you.
I'm a little faster than you. I actually get there faster. So. Actually, would.
How fast do you go?
Shoots at him.
100. And I can dash.
It's dash.
That's before dashing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bullet, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, where were you?
I was right behind you. I was 20 feet from you. I was like,
Yeah, he would have been next, but he killed it on its turn.
That's right.
But yeah, you know, like they're tough to get out, but
How big are they?
they're
Yeah, they would be pretty big.
they'd be
Big as us.
huge. Yeah.
I put one in my helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and
put it in your hat.
"Going macaroni."
Sick rip.
And then I ripped the page. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is a ridiculously big racist feather.
You get +4 to charisma.
In the book, it changes your name to Macaroni. Like
Yeah,
every
like-
other.
like, I'm reading the book before the event happened. I'm like, no, I don't do that. That's cringe. I would never. It's impossible.
Is Ren just setting up the explosives and Gil about to die still?
No, Gil already died.
Yeah, he didn't come back with you.
Remember? He got. Were you there?
Wait, we're on the bridge. Aren't we blowing the bridge up? Oh, yeah. What am I saying?
We thought he died in the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Ren's
Riggedy
retarded. It's fine.
wreck.
It's fine.
But I have his hair. And he wants to come
Where'd it come from?
back. I saw him. He was reluctant, but we plucked a beard out.
No, I remember.
Anything else with the raw corpse?
A talon would
I
be
don't
cool.
know if I can say out loud.
Talents.
Yeah, because like you could probably make a weapon out of it. I want to make.
You could probably cook them up and eat them.
Can you make a lance out of
A
lance
talent?
beak or
Well,
something?
my lance is the sacred lance of the blessed.
He
Mogar's blessed lance of righteousness.
looks on its side.
Yeah. Like, what does it say?
It says macaroni.
Macaroni's blessed lance of righteousness of the rock.
Lance of blessed macaroni. You just like touch a bowl of the lance and macaroni, like just.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
water jug, but instead it's macaroni.
As I'm flying, you just hear stirring macaroni noises. Like,
Yeah, but that's for different reasons. Ren's right
But
away.
every time you use it, the spiciness level goes up.
ooh. Well, that would not be cool, but you can sometimes add barbecue sauce to it
Chili mac.
and make it busted.
Um,
What's the Kroger brand the premium Kroger brand that you get?
yeah, the spicy
Pepper
poblano.
Jack? Oh, poblano.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
That's the one that
delicious.
that's the one he gets.
Poblanos are
When he makes the mac
killer.
and cheese, that's what we eat.
Really?
Poblano's very good.
It's like white. The shells are like
Oh.
a conch.
Oh, yeah, that's baby.
That's baby.
That's
That's macaroni.
That's baby.
Yeah, call
Call me baby.
Call that macaroni.
So,
Stick a feather in it.
what is it that we do with Tobin's campaign? Is it like a
That's-
nature check to?
That's so baby.
Oh,
Oh,
to
baby.
like to get some. Yeah, we usually do nature survival. I think it's. I think we usually do survival, but it could be either or maybe.
I think like nature is if you're looking for a specific part. Like
Yeah,
a
nature's like
plant or
identifying.
something, right? But yeah, maybe just like survival. If you just to see how well you carve it. So you can do like a DC 15 survival to see how many talons or whatever you think.
I don't think ballista bolts had fletching on it, but if they did, the rock's feathers would be sick.
That would be. So go ahead and make a survival check.
So you definitely fly better, but I don't know how you do this.
Harvesting anything from it?
Yeah, I'll harvest some.
What are you, talons?
Talons.
Okay, so same thing.
Do they have large talons? Which one?
Survival.
Oh, I think I had survival.
7.
You're like, where are the feathers?
Yep. So you're able to. I mean, you can hack off a talon, but you just do like a bad job of it. You know?
17.
No, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah. So like, you can grab like let's say 3 talons. It kind of takes a while, but it's a real hack job.
How big are they? They're like as big as me, right?
No,
Yeah,
they're that
well, right, because like its whole talon just like
Yeah,
wrapped
it
itself
encompassed
around
you.
So, I mean, one talon is probably like that or something.
Okay.
Pete, right?
big. You're a big old boy.
Yeah.
I'll take 3.
The Silithid nail that you got was probably about the same.
It's a
Maybe
big
a
boy.
little shorter, but probably because I think I described it as like a short sword.
Yeah. It's a big boy.
And you
Good
do a
job.
great job. So like you can take up to 5
good.
talons, and they're all in like great condition.
Okay. What about some feathers?
Feathers are easy enough
That's a
to
reserve for macaroni.
pluck. Just do like a strength check. It should be pretty low.
Clocked.
Yeah, so you have no
Yeah.
problem just kind of yanking them out.
You know, it's 21.
Use them to write.
Yeah, with the
Starts-
Chinese.
You start sticking them on cinnamon.
Yeah.
Let's add some
Why
color.
can't you go faster? You are
I
now
couldn't catch up
macaroni.
to the rock because of you.
Yeah, Cinnamon gets a hat with a feather too.
Was he Was he dashing or no?
No, he's just moving. 120 movement speed.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, dude, if this guy wanted to blow past me, I guess not too bad.
You could put up chase to still be in range for range stuff.
Yeah, so
I actually no, dude. I have Expeditious Retreat. I can. That's double dashes. I can go faster.
MILF's Expeditious
I
Retreat.
think it's like 400 feet that I can go in a turn.
Alright, so you guys head back to the bridge then? When
Yes.
all's done?
Yeah.
So that probably takes 10 minutes to get all that, right? The rest of you guys on the bridge are probably wondering what happened.
I mean, we could see up there, right?
Yeah, you could like see it fall down, so I don't know what you kind of assume.
You
Yeah.
just watch them blow up on the bridge.
I'm
You're
like, damn, me slashing its talons did a lot.
Yeah. Ren comes up at some point to kind of like what happened. She saw it fly off, right? But once she realizes it fell down dead, then
Yeah, it's
she's
dead.
Like, okay. And she goes back to work. And then probably about 5 minutes later, she pops up, basically saying she's done setting the charges. So at that point, the rest of them are just waiting for you guys to come back, and then you come back.
Yeah.
With a big old feather in your cap.
Yes.
I go,
I
holy
don't-
shit, that's macaroni.
You're like, bro, that's so macaroni. Like a sling.
Steeziest macaroni.
Dutch just goes, that's baby.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, so Ren is definitely like, well, that went a lot better than I expected. I'm done setting the charges, so you guys get off the bridge, and I'm gonna blow this thing and then rejoin the others.
Blow this pop
And
thing.
I'll let them know what happened to Gil.
No, you won't.
You
did. Yeah, I was like,
Well, no, she didn't.
You didn't tell us.
And she says, yeah, you're right, it's probably better if I don't reveal that you traveled back in time.
Yeah, but we might be able to get him back, but leave that to us. If we can't, then we'll just say it's your fault.
Okay.
I don't say that, but your fault part, but the rest.
She's
But I
like,
thought
well,
that your fault, but
Yeah, technically, I mean, yeah, it's your fault.
She says, yeah, you're right, it kind of is.
You're the I don't say that. I slap.
Let's just detract some points. You're actually capped right now, so.
yeah, you're mad
really?
capping.
Yeah.
You're macaroni.
Oh, okay.
No cap. Madcap macaroni.
Mad cap macaroni.
The baby.
Alright.
Actually, the last song I listened to on the way here was The Baby.
I've never actually heard any of his song.
Practice. It's
Ever since he shot that guy in a Walmart.
So do you guys get off the bridge?
Self-defense.
Or are you gonna kill yourself?
Yeah, the guy was black.
Kill
Trying to
ourselves.
kill ourselves
Yeah,
at
I
this
say
point.
goodbye.
We'll make an eternal loop.
I
where
steal her
it's
book and then rip ours.
just-
And we keep going back until the moment we're born and we all kill our parents.
You should just say like, Ren, you should see what this book says about you. Just rip the page.
Whatever you do, don't go down the left hall.
Yeah.
Um,
When you see Boogly,
When you
Turn
see
it
Gil,
into-
tell him I
Remember
said hi.
Sarah?
yeah.
Yeah.
You see Boogly turn into an earth element.
Yeah.
It's already over.
When Gil comes to you tonight, that's not Gil. Bye.
Yeah.
When
No,
Google
so-
gives you a bag of holding, it's already over.
so are you guys
Well,
gonna like
holding.
wait to watch the bridge explode, or what's your plan here?
Maybe we should confirm the bridge explodes.
Yeah, that's probably best.
So yeah, once again she flies down, kind of below in a way, and you
I shut it off.
you can just you can see like a little bit of the gap right below the bridge, and you just kind of see like 3 streaks of black and purple
Oh.
magic like
Sick.
flying up to the
Black and
bridge, and
purple.
then it hits one of the explosives, and that just sets off a chain reaction. Right, and it's glorious. Like you kind of saw it before, but you were busy.
If only Gil was there to see that.
Like this is like the best fireworks show.
This is
you've
Gil's
ever seen.
send off to me. Like, this is what he would have wanted.
The explosions actually
Yeah,
made
he
Gil's
can come
face
back.
like
Yes.
this
I
beard.
have his
I wanted
standard.
to say.
Yeah, but we don't like him.
Use.
He literally told me 5 minutes ago he wants to come back. He said that.
Let's get home. Let's sleep. I
Yeah,
use as many instances of prestidigitation and minor illusion. I just create
More
Gil's
noise.
face like out of explosions.
the illusion that Ren had put up initially is like down now, so your past selves are like seeing these images of Gil and the explosion, and they take it as like a sign.
He's a god.
He actually did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the explosion. I mean, it's huge, right? It basically throws up a debris field and smoke
Huge.
that takes several minutes to calm down. While this happens, you kind of see Ren, after blowing up the bridge, flying up through the debris smoke, and then she disappears into it, and you just kind of assume that she reconnects with the rest of you. About 1.5 minutes later, you see another flying figure come through
This is our Ren.
this smoke, and it is your Ren, and she sees
Where
you
was
guys.
she?
Wait, is she? Oh no, Garrett.
You gone, demon?
She had left because she couldn't interact with this
Yeah.
Ren because this Ren was the past Ren.
But that Ren knew about us.
Well, because
Well, because we showed up and we were like, hey.
and she read the book, and there's something about it in the book. I
She
think.
Okay.
she like could feel the
Yeah.
pulsing of the book already, so she knew something was up.
Probably.
And she just kind of had theorized that like
Wonky
something like
frog.
this was possible to happen.
Okay.
So
What if we put the two books together? Ooh, wow, wow, wow. Just like, it's like the explosion from
Everything's just white.
so Ren
Instead of
shows
God.
you know
Just like city.
Ren shows up. She's like solemn because
From
of the experience, but she gives you guys like all nods. She expresses like that she's glad to see everyone there safe and sound.
Not everyone.
She asks you how did the rock fight go.
Very well.
Already
super
balling.
easy. Super easy.
Yeah, I don't know why people kept running away from that thing.
Yeah, it got so scared it was running away. So then Dutch chased it down and murdered it.
She says, "Wow, that's amazing." Yeah, we
Typical
basically
girl.
when we fought
Wow.
it, or when I fought it with your other selves, it was a tough fight. We just had to keep it on the bridge. Basically, blew up the bridge with it on it at the last second. You guys kind of barely made it off the bridge before the explosion. So it sounds like it went a lot better this time.
We're
Oh, yeah,
constantly
it was hardly an
evolving.
inconvenience.
And she says,
I didn't get it once.
Sorry that like I didn't. Sorry, I kept everything from you. You know, at the time, I was really distraught and like trying to take care of it. But if there's any questions you have now, I can.
I mean, not really. We experienced it all.
I think it's for the
you were
best.
going through some
Yeah,
stuff.
you did it the correct thing.
And you killed Gil.
Yeah, she's like, in my timeline, the illusion didn't work, but I killed Gil anyway.
Yeah.
I killed the mutate, and then I killed Gil.
Now they're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Oh, my
torn.
It's like in my time, I was macaroni.
As baby macaroni.
It could be only one.
I said it's macaroni
And she comes
time.
flying out of the forest with 2 feathers in her head.
She is the one.
Let me double the mag.
So yeah, she says, well, are we ready to go back?
Are
Think
we
so.
ready?
Ready,
Is the book
Freddy.
good?
Let's go to that
Yeah,
undead town and jack
the-
around for a while.
Ooh.
Kind of was thinking about
Sorry, I should have told you, but like basically, as soon as the rock died,
Book was.
then the book was ready to go. But it's okay, you were just.
Book was thrumming.
it.
You either had
like a theremin.
once the rock died, or like after Ren was done with the explosives. Then.
Can't decide if she's hot or not.
Yeah, I say we.
Yeah.
I think you have the
She's
book.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Once we all get together, I'm gonna whip this book.
You tear the page
She
and are transported
hot?
back to the
I don't know.
campsite. Charlie
Depends
Squad
on
is
how long
standing
she's
there, agog.
Who is?
Charlie
Squad?
And
the
Raiden's
dumbasses?
like, "What happened? Did it not work?"
It
Just say no. And then just start
what
walking.
didn't work?
It worked
He
too
says,
well.
like, you just left. You vanished maybe like 30 seconds.
Oh,
ago."
that's weird because
Because we're closer to our own time, so I think
usually
it's.
come back hours after.
I think because we're closer to our own time now, it's
Yeah.
the gap
How
is
long?
less.
How long's it been? A minute? Or
Like 30 seconds. Like not even a minute.
And we traveled
Okay,
back
yeah.
once, back
if we would have been
forward.
that far back, yeah, it did work. We kind of
Worked too well.
inceptioned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dutch doesn't believe this is his true timeline anymore.
We should have gone
He
into
keeps spinning a
we
top.
should've
And
You
planted
didn't go 3
ideas,
layers
dude.
deep. You're okay.
Touch has a spinning feather.
Macaroni.
He looks up and you have 2 feathers again.
He kills himself.
Kills himself. Yeah. Eldritch blasts himself in the face.
No, what's the death touch that you have that melts your
Oh,
face?
you can inflict
Oh,
wounds.
inflict
Yeah.
wounds, yeah. Sucks his own soul.
This isn't real Leonardo DiCaprio.
So, seeing as it's still night, you guys haven't really spent any time away, and everyone is worn out from your recent battles, you decide to tuck in and get some more sleep before dawn.
Yeah, I need a long rest.
Agreed.
Congratulations, you long rest. You're now level 15.
Dude, I have this.
Graduation.
I get this cool defensive thing that I'll probably never
Where
use.
people criticize me,
Yeah.
I say, you know who the fuck I am? I'm macaroni.
You know the
New Goon time.
the Black Knight of Macaroni. What is it? What's my title?
Justicar.
Justicar.
Pasta
Justicar
Caprioli.
Macaroni of Form.
I was pleased
Black
to
Justicar of Macaroni. Form?
discover in Baldur's Gate 3, in the one of the druid rooms, she's like the dark justiciars.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, oh.
There are a lot of
The dark
different
justiciars
justiciars
of
later.
Shar.
In the Grove.
Uh-huh.
You get ones from Shar, you get ones from, what's the other chick's name?
Saloon.
Saloon. Salud.
It's like
Saloon.
it's like Justicar, but it has like it's IA.
Do the right stuff.
It is, yeah. It's,
So it's slightly different.
when I was
For a
looking
girl?
at them,
No, just like
Just
they're
like
people.
justiciars
I
and
gaslit.
justicars, they're like, it's the same word. It's
Yeah.
just
If you're British or not.
variation.
Yeah.
I gaslit
Eighth
Shadowheart
level
into
spells,
becoming a
baby.
Selenite,
Oh yeah.
which was totally worth it because her hair turns silver, way hotter.
How do you do that?
Who?
Shadowheart.
What do you? Oh, you.
That was my
convert
main
her
hang
to-
up. I was like, I wonder if her hair was a different color. My
she's-
screen
Black's
bug-
still hot. She's still hot.
My screen bugged out.
You're after
for
the
a
green
second.
woman. You're a weirdo, right? I mean, yes, I did.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
My screen bugged out for a minute and it turned her hair blonde.
Oh.
And I was like,
That's why.
I was like, whoa, she hot.
The best is, I was telling them, you have this stupid nude
Forget
scene with
tidal
her.
wave. I can do tsunami.
Flaccid.
Nice.
What's that do?
It's like tidal
Oh,
wave.
wait,
but
those are
300
different.
feet long, 300 feet high.
That's
50 feet
why
high.
tsunami.
300 feet high.
Yeah, okay. I
300
kept
feet
thinking
high.
tidal wave was that spell, but it is tsunami in
Jeepers.
Pathfinder that I kept using. And I was like, dang, in Pathfinder it's like an 8th level spell.
Guess what, guys?
What's that?
With Boogie's realization, he's the one that causes the tsunami back in the Sylphits.
Oh.
You're macaroni?
Be like, yes, that was me.
Booglaroni?
Say my name. Macaroni,
Dude, it
damn
does
right.
6d10 bludgeoning damage.
It's a very good spell. A Shardle
Yeah.
on stride?
I have
Sharp
glorious
hand.
defense.
What's all this? So I gotta look at all these. Whew.
Non-detection.
When you or another creature, a dubious little creature, is hit within 10 feet of you, I can use my reaction to give them my AC to grant a bonus to the target's
yeah.
AC, which is my charisma modifier, so +3. And if the attack misses, I get to attack that person.
Dude, with antipathy or sympathy, I can make a certain type of creature attracted or repelled by me.
Antipathy
Oh.
to the devil.
Jeez,
Blonde
Tosh.
farm girls.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah, unstable.
I'm a man
white
of
bitches.
stinky.
Or if any of you piss me off, vampires.
You're gonna bring back
It's a
Gil
whole
with
race?
your
Well, yeah, with
your spell, right?
yeah, reincarnation.
Oh, dude, I hope we can roll for it right now. Let's just see how he comes back.
Very nice.
What would be the best for him to come back? Besides being a dwarf in himself, that'd be cool.
Gay trans.
Ooh, earthquake.
I wanted
Anything.
to be...
Like a,
One of the rabbit
an
people.
elf would be hilarious too. 'Cause he'd be like,
500-foot range. Let's go.
for what?
Earthquake.
Yeah, earthquakes are good.
Jeez.
Oh, but in a 100-foot radius circle, send it on that one point.
It's an earthquake.
But 100-foot
That's
radius?
insane.
It's an earthquake.
Earthquake.
Come on. What's the
We never get to 8th or 9th level spells, dude.
Mm-mm.
What's the
I
I've
have
never heard any of these spells.
Yeah, I have the anime campaign. I have it up to level 20, but our thing was for us to be able to play at level 20. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now I'm trying to think like the climax has already happened. Now I need to figure out like what happens after.
Usually I lay there and I'm like, what have I done?
I have seen it for the last time. Ooh, dude, these are. With Feeble Mind, if it succeeds, I can reduce a creature's intelligence and charisma to 1.
And
I
if
think
you
my
do
wife
it-
has that when she talks to me.
Most women do when they talk.
I think if you focus on it long enough, it becomes permanent. Right?
You can make people retarded? Dude. They can only repeat the saving throw every 30 days.
Yes. Yeah, you make them legit stupid.
For a month.
But you can keep on.
Oh, but it can also be ended by Greater Restoration, Heal, or Wish.
But
Yeah,
that'd be too dumb to know.
Exactly.
You can have all the innocent farm girls you want. They'll
I mean-
have no idea.
Sarah obviously had had that cast on her multiple times in her life.
Tasha, I was gonna send you
From
this.
birth.
It's. Oh no,
Feeble
it's
birth.
so messed
After
up.
birth.
Only if you
Oh.
wanted to hear it.
An Okia.
But it's this guy. I think his name's like David Parker or something. He was a serial
Spider-Man.
like rapist and killer.
Maybe not Spider-Man.
And anyway, he has a videotape that he would play for his victims. So he had like a sex slave dungeon thing.
Uh-huh.
But he had-
videotapes.
He had a videotape that once he would capture a girl, then he would like put her in the dungeon.
Is it the
And
toy
have her-
the toy chest
The
killer?
toy box?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you heard the whole thing?
Yeah.
I listened to
Toy
it
box
yesterday and I was
killer.
like praying. I was like, never again.
All
Have
the-
you heard it?
all
I've
the
heard
shit
of
he
a
did.
toy box.
When I
killer,
trap
and it-
spiders in a cup, that's what I start playing.
What?
It is
Dude,
insane.
you listened to the whole thing, Tanner?
Listen to what?
The whole
The
recording?
recording?
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
50 minutes.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
You watched you listened to the whole thing?
Mhm.
You did too?
The recording he makes his victims listen to is 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Halfway through, I'd be like, dude, can you rape me or something already, dude?
Bro, that's the best thing is getting raped. Yeah. It's like talking about like his dog raping you and like
Typical backwoods
bro.
shit.
I mean, you know how morbidly curious I am, so.
Yeah, I don't know, the whole time I was just like,
He
this
was a
is why
messed up man.
pedophiles aren't people.
Didn't he get caught because someone got away?
I think so.
That chick, like, crawled across the highway. Was that guy?
I'm not sure. I didn't
With
read
like
about
both of her
that.
like
Yes, yeah.
legs or something chopped off.
I was trying to think if that was that one, but the
Shut
one
up.
I was thinking of was the one that
I
went.
can't remember because at one
There was the one who was kidnapping him in vans and drugging them, so they couldn't remember, but some
Yeah.
of them did, but that's
Yeah.
a different guy.
Yeah.
Somebody escaped him, I
The one
remember.
dude. I mean, there's tons of people that pick up hitchhikers, but there was one that picked up this girl. She escaped, but
Well, he was doing it to tons of people.
yeah. Well, I just can't remember who it was, but it's like her legs or her arms were both gone.
Well, I think,
But she
yeah,
crawled across the highway and managed
Wow.
to get somebody.
There's a
wormed.
there is a
People are like, holy shit, that's fucking sick.
Yeah,
Just
there
get
is a
drunk, but
video, so he talks about like in depth just incredibly nasty things. And then one of the things is like, I have a questionnaire that I'm gonna go over, and it's kind of embarrassing. It'll be kind of embarrassing for you, and I'm like, why would like after he said all this horrendous, worst things I've ever heard in my entire
his
life,
brain's broken.
he's just like, yeah, I have a questionnaire that I'm gonna ask you, and it's gonna be a little embarrassing.
They should
It's
play
like,
that video before they give you those surveys at the like Walmart when you're walking in.
Which video, the
His video, it's the same thing.
jeez, dude.
It's just them holding you hostage. Then they're like, I have some questions for you.
You have no idea what you got yourself into.
Alright.
Do you have Comcast?
Everyone, level 15?
Yep.
Yeah,
It-
baby.
No, it was
You
a
forgot to
different,
do?
It was a different.
I
dude.
know,
Too many dudes doing that kind of stuff. Too many government agents.
Larry Singleton, nicknamed the Mad Chopper.
Bury the chopper.
Very rich chocolate.
Hacking and slashing and whacking.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Drop baby.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well-
dismemberment tends to be.
He was convicted of mayhem,
6
Yeah.
plus 2.
murder, rape, kidnapping, attempted murder, mayhem.
We're just gonna sum that one up as mayhem, my guy. General skullduggery.
Some tomfoolery.
Yeah, tomfoolery of the highest caliber. The constable will definitely want to look into that.
Alright. So, you guys got a good night's rest for the first time in a while. Mogar does
Kind
not
of.
have his nightmares.
Oh,
or
I was
dreams.
like, I don't.
I'm still sad.
Yeah, I'm like, I know my mommy now.
It's been 20 years though since you've seen her.
No, I saw her like a week ago.
In the past.
No, I didn't know she was my mom, but I saw her at the Capitol.
I didn't know she
What was she
my
doing
mom.
there? January 6th?
She hit the second tower.
For Torb.
Yeah. Did the guards let her in?
Yeah,
But
somehow.
no, who was the lady that actually got shot?
Yeah, just like a random chick they let in, and then the black op just capped her.
Well,
Like, it was like a clearly bad police shooting.
No, that was pretty jacked up.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, come on in. You dumb white bitch.
Okay,
Cap.
so the morning is yours to spend how you want. I'll say this.
We gotta travel home, right?
Yeah, right. So you can tell, like, Charlie Squad or whatever is, getting breakfast ready, kind of, and breaking down camp.
Breakfast.
The next task is, of course, to get home.
are
And you
you
can tell,
doing
like,
in
Gareth
here?
is really frustrated as he just kind of, like, works at the morning fire. And at some point, to somebody passing by or whatever, or if you sit down to have coffee with him, whatever, he just, like, expresses, like, he's like, I really wish I had brought a wizard with me. It's going to be days before we can reach Rameth. And it's just like, how are we going to save anyone in time?
Mogar is actually Mormon. Torm is Joseph Smith, so I don't drink coffee.
Is it before
Yeah, just
the word of
alcohol.
wisdom was passed on?
Yeah,
Joseph
even when it
Smith
was
was a
passed,
big
they didn't.
alcohol
I
proponent.
was to say, I don't think they followed it.
He has been, like, there are stuff in his journals about, like, yeah, alcohol's great. It makes people happy. Just
Well,
don't drink
that's
too
like all-
much.
That's like all he would drink in.
Well, that's all he did
in
have to
prison,
drink.
but
It's also you don't freeze
I'd
to
probably
death.
start drinking in prison too.
Yeah, you got those guys swearing above you.
But, yeah, that's about it.
Oh.
So, Gareth is just eager to...
First thing I do is I pop out the hair, Gil's hair, and I say, Boogly.
What if what comes back is a human?
Well, I know that's if this works. It'd be
Because
fun.
Ren did say don't undo it a million times, but we didn't undo it in the past.
No,
this would be the legitimate
That's
way,
what I'm saying.
in my mind.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't ruin anything. He's still out.
And
the
we're in the correct
situation.
timeline where it would line up correctly.
Yeah, and he wanted to do it. Ren doesn't know that he can't come back. Ren's
I think she
idiot.
just meant
Ren thinks
don't
Dutch
change
is
it
cool.
in the past.
What's the spell?
Yeah, I agree.
Is it resurrection?
It's reincarnate.
Reincarnate.
So he might not come back as a dwarf.
Which, if that's true and you're gonna allow it, we should. I want you to roll, because it's a table, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to roll, because it would be so funny to see what he
Yeah.
comes back as.
1 to 4 is he rolls a D100. 1 to 4 is Dragonborn. 5 to 13 Dwarf. 14 to 21.
It can
Dwarf.
it can be
Mountain
changed.
Dwarf.
Though.
Anyways, yeah.
It's up to because I think at the end of it says it's up to the DM's discretion. Of
Yeah.
what-
That's
Ian, how are you playing Hunt Showdown right
Hunt Showdown.
It's a dope
Wait.
game.
now? No, sorry, it's Greybeard, not Soulbeard.
Oh, I was like,
That's a fun game.
I thought maybe like Monique was
it's
playing.
very scary.
yeah.
Battle Royale
That's
where you
like
hunt
the last
monsters.
game made by Crytek that didn't bomb.
Yeah.
What does this crap take do?
Crisis.
Oh,
Crisis 3 was pretty sick. Multiplayer
That's
for that
another
was fun.
game like Stalker where you would just go to a town and then just massacre everyone and blow up everything in sight.
Okay, so are you doing this then?
Is everyone in agreement?
Yeah,
to
I don't care.
reincarnate Gil?
Ren definitely like.
I don't know, Boogly.
You can tell like
Do you
Ren gets a
consider
little
that
choked
balance?
up about the thought of like it might kind of her sins would be absolved kind of thing, right? She'd be relieved.
She's like, I don't want to give my axe back.
did you ask? Did you ask her?
It's gone already though.
Did you just ask her?
She
What did you
betted
say?
it, right?
I
Oh,
asked
yeah.
the group.
Oh yeah, no. I tell you, I said, oh, this.
Charlie
I
Squad's like,
obviously
no.
tell you when I talked to him on the bridge, I told him that it was gonna go down. He's probably gonna die, and he said, I said, if there's an opportunity of us bringing you back, even if you came back different,
Please
would you?
yes and end.
And he said yes.
Okay,
So,
that's what Gil wants.
by the way, I have the sickest thing I want to do, but I don't want to tell Cliff because I want us to surprise it on him. But I got
Alright.
the sick spell.
Burn his house down.
Or should I cast
Yeah,
it?
I say you cast it
Alright, give me the hairs.
I slap him.
here.
It's Tom's hair.
I cast reincarnate.
How long does it take?
Reincarnate.
Or is it instantaneous?
Probably instantaneous.
Yeah, instantaneous.
It's a casting time of 1 hour, but,
Oh,
but it's an instant effect.
Oh.
Okay, so as he's casting, I'm also going to be hyping us up.
Sure.
Are you ready to see Gil again?
And you're like, shut up, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Yeah, actually, maybe I don't. I want to.
So I
still
assume
have
you
one.
guys probably have like a full breakfast
Yeah.
for this. You
Breakfast.
A lumberjack
know,
breakfast.
watching a body form from the thin air is just like, raw.
Yeah.
So,
It's
what's
unnatural.
his new body?
Well, I just want to like make a moment of this because it takes an hour to cast this thing, right? So,
Yeah.
We all
Yes.
leave on our journey already. Just leave him there.
so I expect that this is a pretty ceremonial process. Especially like you're a new druid. You haven't like this is definitely your first big druid ritual that you've
Strong
cast.
That's true.
So I mean it's a big moment, right? So Boogly, tell
He's a
me
halfling
about,
or a
like,
gnome
what does it
or
mean to
dwarf.
Boogly to be
Also,
casting this spell as a druid?
also, I'm not hyping anybody up yet. I'm going to wait for him to.
You're praying for
So,
more.
yes.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty cool because not only did I confuse that bird and let us all kill it, but now I'm just like summoning a new body for
I've
God.
become a
I'm just thinking to
god.
myself, dang, I'm good at being a druid.
Yeah, I want to be a shitty person, but I'm good at being a druid.
And I would say that you also sorry
Balance.
I forget
Involved
your
balance.
I'm
companion's
macaroni.
name, the cat. But remember how it's a spirit and kind of like gave itself to you?
Yeah.
Glued itself
So
up.
I would say you kind of feel its spirit like as you're performing this, and then you kind of feel
Like
like
a
Sylvanas, also
Yeah.
like you feel a connection to nature as
Yeah.
you're performing this.
It's a gato.
And the rest of you, what are you guys like as this? I mean, are you sitting around for the whole hour of casting?
Yeah, I'm just
I
waiting
am-
to make
I'm-
sure it goes correctly and like
Yeah,
watching to make
I'm
sure we
just-
don't get jumped.
Yeah, I'm just praying that it doesn't come back as
He
like.
comes back and lands somebody right there.
Yeah. I'm just like, come on, buddy.
As like a demon.
Come on, buddy.
The Rock's partner.
I'm just hoping I gave him the right hair and I didn't give him the little boy's hair. As Garrett's.
It's like
Garrett's
Pet
son's
Cemetery.
hair.
You put them in the same bag. Whoops.
Yeah.
They come back merged.
Do you have two of those spell slots?
Oh, they're fusions.
Actually,
That would be funny.
No.
That guy sucked.
Yeah, and I'd say Charlie Squad is probably like making sure that the campsite's secure or whatever.
Is that a level 5 spell?
So
Shockingly.
at the end of the hour casting, you like utter the final words,
So what do you do?
and you feel the druidic power kind of like flowing around in the ritual circle or whatever, and then there's a period of silence, and then you sense the spell like begin to just wane. The magic wanes and the spell
Refractory
fades
spell period.
off. But nothing happens. The spell has failed. Regardless, you lose 1,000 gold for the materials. The ingredients are consumed. So
Taj is rich though.
Wait, is it possible for it to fail?
I think we're.
Yeah.
I think we were one.
Oh.
I think we were
This-
1 day away.
No, provided that the creature has been dead no longer than 10 days, the spell forms a new adult body for it and then calls the soul to enter that body. If the target soul isn't free or willing to do so, the spell fails.
So it could be that he either didn't want it, or that it's been 11. Can we know how many days?
Well, he died in the past, right?
It
So
was
that
a
might.
week ago that you guys were at the bridge.
Okay.
But we
So-
went back in time further from the bridge, right?
No, not when I got his. Not when I got his hair.
No. Well, you're right. The hair is from
Or-
like a week ago. He died
But it matters when he
during
died, not
the
when we got
second
the hair.
Goblin War.
But
I
I
would
got
assume
his hair a week ago.
I would
But he
assume
didn't die a
it's just
week
the
ago.
age of the thing. Like the substance we have. So I feel like
What do
the
you
hair...
What do you mean?
I mean, like, because like if there was something like, oh, because of the time shifting, Gil's been dead longer than that. But I feel like it should more matter just how long the piece of whatever we have of the person. How just the age.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But even then, it's within 10 days, so
Yeah,
we're within the time. So that means he didn't want to come back.
yeah. That means he was not, or his spirit wasn't free.
And we have to go back and say, he's with Sarah, dude.
Sarah found him. She's like, Boogly!
Enslaved him.
Actually, Dutch found him first.
Alright.
Well, actually,
Jump axe.
Gil knew all about that, didn't he,
Knew about what?
Sarah? It's like nothing she would have told him would be news to him.
No.
I think Dutch just slurped his soul.
Alright. So that being said, I'm feeling bad. What's up?
Yeah, good
You're like,
luck
there
giving
was that
leadership.
dwarf. It was my
Yeah.
friend that I
Leadership.
stuck my axe in.
So, yeah, I give
Axe
up.
is just like,
I say it's okay. He probably just didn't want to come back anyway, even though he said he wanted to come back.
He's in hell.
Yeah, help! But then we all get. I didn't even do the thing. We all get HP.
Otters.
I think.
All that peaceful connection stuff I felt during the spell, yeah, it's all gone now. Now I feel like a failure.
yeah, that
I
wasn't
feel like
right.
I feel like Savannah's has abandoned me. I feel like my cat spirit has abandoned me. I feel
You
like
look on the ground, there's a little worm.
Oathbreaker.
It's like, oh my gosh, he's the worm.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but 18 H
You
temporary.
chuck like a rock out of anger, and you hear Gil's voice. Wait, no!
So
It
it's
explodes on impact.
18 temporary hit points for all of us, plus Gareth and Ray.
18 naked cowboys.
Ren's like, I don't want him. You failed me.
I didn't. It was him. He failed. Torm would have done it.
Or Gil just didn't want to come back.
Yeah. He probably saw heaven and was like, this is way better.
Yeah, heaven
Do
was
you
a
know-
place on earth.
Do you know how much booze is in heaven? He is definitely not coming back.
Booze time.
He's only in the Celestial Kingdom, but he's still happy.
He's in Margaritaville.
He's up there with his feather in his hat.
All right, guys.
He
What's
is
the
Margaritaville.
Everybody's
step.
macaroni in heaven.
Let's head out.
Yeah, we gotta head out. Because we gotta get back to the town, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of any way to make us get there faster, though.
And I can fly really fast, but I don't want to get there without you guys, because I want you guys to have a little bit of glory, too. I don't want to win it all.
Well, Torm should have the glory.
Yeah, Gareth once again
Bring
expresses,
all the
he's like,
glory to me.
we need a wizard. Someone who could teleport us.
We have wizards.
Oh, or we have a freaking druid. Are we
We're
retarded?
plant-
Yeah,
whatever.
we're
Little bit.
retarded.
I really almost thought that you guys were. like,
Yeah.
once again, going to forget that.
I didn't want to say it, though. Because it's like, that should be
Actually,
Boogly.
I'll be right back.
Boogly,
Yeah?
can we use your plant spell for you?
Or let me just come cast it real quick.
I think you can just say it.
You can just say it.
Yeah, just on a tree.
Yeah, plant, transport, let's go.
Plant sport.
Boogie's like, I don't care about this anymore. Plant transport.
Yeah.
It's not fucking funny.
Do what you say that again.
Yeah, okay, so you find this is a forest, so it's pretty easy to find a sizable tree. And Boogly, he's done enough wandering around Rameth that the
It's just right to Sarah's house. No matter
he
what
knows
it is.
some areas. So
Sumerians.
basically, you have a choice of out here past Capital
Are there any
Pier
good ones?
or out here on the north side.
Samaritans.
But this would be closer to Rameth.
Yeah.
It's probably like a half hour outside of Rameth. So I'm just assuming that he finds a
That's
tree
probably.
here.
What if it was like the tree that my aunt and uncle were died? I think
Nailed
they,
against?
I think it was. They didn't get nailed against. They were buried. I think that was like right
And
there.
then dug up. And
Yeah, it was a little further in, but it was pretty.
That was at least around that area.
Sure. Yeah.
Works for me.
It's doable.
Let's do it.
All right. So you guys are there now.
We're just in the Underdark again. What? Flumburger.
You essentially from the forest. I assume you guys kind of start approaching the city, see what's up, right? You reach the outskirts of the city, and it's clear that you are far too late to participate in any formal defense of it.
Ah, crap.
Smoke from smoldering ruins rises from various districts. Goblin Army banners and painted symbols adorn the highest walls and buildings. And nowhere do Fort Raymond colors fly.
We tried.
A quick scan reveals several enemy patrols roaming about and additional fortifications set in preparation for a liberating army. It would seem that the Goblin Army is more interested in keeping Rameth for its own than burning it to the ground.
That's fair.
Any of you may make a perception check.
Oh, that's my speciality.
What's wrong, Catherine?
9 give me.
22.
Oh no, come here!
What
You
matter?
need to play with some dice? But did Mom try and give you a bath?
Natty 20.
Natty 4, baby.
Nice. Yeah, you play with some dice. Oh, the poor baby.
That is 9.
So technically 24.
Boogly and Hunter.
20.
Your eyes are drawn upwards towards the hill that Fort Rameth proper is on. What you at first mistook for the sky, reddened by all the smoke you now see and realize is spherical in shape, like a dome encasing the entirety of the fort, not the city, just the fort. It is a reddish-brown hue, and your mind is called back to the ground that you once stood on upon eons ago when you first cast your eyes upon the creation crystal. Mm-hmm. So remember back in time when it was just dirt, it was barren all around, right?
Yep.
The earth was like this red-brown color.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the same hue that this dome is around the fort. And then this is for everybody. You know in your heart that there must be survivors, prisoners, and with any luck, some form of resistance within the city. To what extent, you must seek out to discover. What aid you will render, you must decide. But you know stealth will be imperative to avoid bringing the entirety of the occupying force upon you, and you should be mindful that every deed you perform brings you that much closer to being noticed. Your goals are your own, but your ultimate objective is surely within the walls of Fort Rameth.
Don't call me Shirley.
We should hide out in the woods and send your imp to do some scouting,
Yeah.
I can always
Give
change
time.
so we know where they
into
are.
things.
You could fly in there.
I definitely could, but that
Boogly can wild shape into a direwolf and you can ride him in there.
No, he can do a rhino.
By the way, I can. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have animal shapes now, and I can transform one of you into something that's CR4.
That is a good one.
Is CR4?
Yeah, CR4.
Is that a rhino?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think a rhino's like CR2.
Probably, dude.
You could be a horse riding a horse.
The orcs are like, it's a rhino stampede! Oh,
Actually, we
found
could
those.
make like a wagon. Like a bandwagon. Hey, we found
Let's
all
summon
these
wagon.
scallywags.
You guys,
we
yeah,
can take
we can pretend to be
Charlie-
prisoners.
Charlie Squad. Team
Yeah,
Charlie.
you can like bring us in as prisoners.
We haven't done that before.
Yeah, we haven't messed that up before.
We actually didn't mess it up, dude. Brutus went, oh, I spit in his face. I wish he was here.
No, we didn't mess it up.
Actually, yeah. We did do that, and it would be fun to do it again, but
It's like, Ragnarok, get help.
it's like, what if we get caught?
Either way, we should figure out where the prisoners are
I-
before we do anything.
What I want to do, too, is I'm going to talk to Duck and be like, yo,
Oh, this is his specialty.
yeah, I'm like, you need to find Finnick, because I guarantee you Finnick hasn't been caught. And you need to find him, and
His
whatever,
head's Mike.
He's just
my, I'm betting that Finnick has some sort of
Like Vlad the Impaler,
Force.
everybody's just lined up.
that he's working with. Hopefully, he's not
Same
working
with
with the
Jerry.
bad guys. I don't think he is. He said he wasn't. That's what
And you
somebody
can
else
be
would say.
trusted for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But I would say whatever he's gotten, like, we need to round up and get with them.
Duck acknowledges it, and Raiden agrees, and he also says it's probably best for us to split up at this point, so that we're less noticeable. So he says that he'll take Charlie's squad and go see what they can do, and then
C Squad go.
we'll meet. Hope to meet back with you.
Yeah,
Is Cinnamon corporeal?
Cinnamon? I haven't summoned Cinnamon yet. What do you mean?
Like,
What did you try to do?
I don't know.
Oh, I figured you were like bath time.
I
or something.
asked, no, bath's over. I asked her if she needed help with her shoes because she was trying to get her shoes on and she was, no. She was like, throw someone across. So then I said, don't throw.
Ah, bath.
Oh, yeah.
And then I
love you.
know.
Can you blow kisses? Good job. She has a little smile.
can Cinnamon be invisible?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Shape
Right?
change it into a dog,
Let me see. I can.
into a rat.
I can. I
Because
can
you
do
can
it.
choose the form.
But it's
Look here, Bolt. I say we send your imp, and I can do the shared fences with my rat,
I think I still have to.
and then we can just see what's going on. Get up to some mischief.
Mischief managed.
You summon a spirit that assumes the form of a loyal, majestic mount.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it is up to the DM, but Griffin, Pegasus, Periton?
Yeah, I think you can ride.
Oh, like a pterodon,
Yep.
like a pterodactyl.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
A dire. Ooh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be evil. That looks evil. I do the dragon. There's like a little dragon. It's not an actual dragon. It's called like a.
You're not like limited to what you've seen, right? Like
No.
Boogly.
One
do
can
things.
show them all.
I can do it. I can do a rhino. I can make him a rhino, saber-tooth tiger. Oh, this is.
Big turtle.
I can do better.
Big turtle?
Big turd.
Got one of those right now.
Big turd. What up, a big turd?
Yeah, let's send your imp. And I'll have my little rat go over there.
Pegasus. Oh yeah.
You might get eaten though.
Saber-tooth tiger would be sick. Crap. I don't know what to. What we should probably get a plan going first. Though. I guess you guys are just gonna do some reconnaissance.
Yeah, because we need to know where they are before anything else.
Yeah, well, let's start with this. What's your objective? What do you want to accomplish? Big goal.
I mean, figure out who's being held and free them so we can retake the city, right?
Okay.
Definitely.
And I guess figure out what's going on with the giant orb.
Yeah. See if it's a protection where good people are in there, like that's where they're holding up, or if it's a protection for bad people and that's where they're super holding up.
You want to come back?
I bet since it's the fort proper, it probably is our people. I just don't know what it is.
What else?
Oh, you know what I could do?
'Cause we definitely could sneak in. I think all of us have.
If I
ways
get
that we can
closer, I can locate
And your armor's
creature.
Smith roll, so you don't have the stealth this time. Oh, no.
sneak in. I've had my armor like half the campaign.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to make it better. Try to make it
If I'm closer, I can locate creature, and we'll know for sure. The
But
problem
also, I
is
didn't
I
want to
have
lose
to be
more EC.
close.
Yeah, I know. It's a hard choice.
What did you say?
I can locate creature if I'm closer, but it's only within 1,000 feet, so I'd have to get closer. But then we'd know where humans are, or anything like that.
Yeah. So I could also use locate creature.
But there might be evil humans, right? You think? Did we
It's
see any
possible,
evil
but I
humans
mean,
yet?
if there's going to
We
be a big
did.
clump of humans, then that's probably a good indicator.
Yeah, they were kind of like the Goliaths and the other races. Like, there were a few. There weren't.
Or I can locate a specific creature. I could look for the main
Redford?
guy, Redford. But I'd have to get pretty close, which I do have a high stealth, but I might also roll bad. But I do have inspiration. But 1,000 feet's really not that big in an entire town. So it might be better to send the imp. I say send the imp either way right now.
Yeah,
Get
that's what
to-
I would say. He can get some reconnaissance first, and then we can make a plan.
Okay, so the imp is invisible, and you have basically infinite range on the plane, right?
I think it just follows whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll basically give you like you fly around different parts of the city. It all kind of like looks the same. Like all parts of the city are in bad situation. There's no part of the city that has been like preserved or defended. The streets are essentially empty of any humans or good forces. And though the streets aren't like filled with the enemy forces, every so often you'll see a patrol walking through or like searching houses, right?
Are the patrol mainly like goblins and
Mainly
orcs?
goblins and orcs. Sometimes you see gnolls, or other like, or maybe like the odd ogre. But most of the army is goblins and orcs.
But that ogre is so odd.
He's an enlightened one.
And Yeah, I don't know if there's any. You can ask specific questions, but generally it's an occupied city. So.
I don't see any humans.
Correct.
Maybe they all got inside the fort.
And this is within the walls of the fort.
It's within the walls of the city, or like the boundaries of the city. You can basically imagine you guys are like at the edge of the farmland, right?
Okay.
So you're far enough away from any patrols. Like no one's gonna come across you where you're at. So every so often you see like a patrol moving across like the outer perimeter of the city, and they've set up like barricades and stuff to mount like a defense. But you can't, like, if you try, are you trying to go to the fort, to the dome or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like you can't get through the dome. Like your imp touches it and it's just like it's a wall basically.
Okay. Can the imp try and like dig under against?
How good is your imp at digging? What's the digging skill?
He's got +9 to dig. It is so weird.
That's impressive.
It's only for his own butt crack, though.
I mean, I assume he could
He
like.
has a -2 to strength.
So like he could dig in loose bits of dirt.
Just to see if it extends below. Like I don't want him to like dig this hole.
No, is it a fence that he can dig
Yes.
under? No, it's so like it
It's a
continues
full sphere.
as he like digs through. Like it just reveals more of a sphere.
Great. Okay.
Can he see? I mean, is it opaque, like, or translucent? Like, can he see through it?
I'm glad you asked.
Okake.
A visible, albeit immaterial, wall of force, it is as physical as any stone in preventing your passage. Though fairly transparent, opaque bits move and swirl throughout the entire surface in a mesmerizing display.
So can he?
That's exactly how Dutch describes it to the rest of you.
Can he see
Hey, what the fuck?
anybody walking in?
Yeah, so like
Shut the
he
fuck
can like see
the wall
through
or
it, but it's empty.
It's empty.
Like there's no movement inside the fort.
And I don't know if there's any wizard that was in the city that could have done this. I bet you it was
Whoever gave us the book, something, I don't know.
that. Yeah, I guess it's probably me though.
Yeah, it's probably one of us.
Um,
No, of us.
I wonder if it's the goblin guy. That's what he's holding up.
Go search from the buildings, I guess. See. Peeps are in there. Maybe they're in the bar. Hold up.
Yeah.
Somewhere that's communal.
What's the biggest building around that isn't within the dome?
Basically any city building. The dome is only around the fort itself.
Okay.
So any other part of the town is outside of the dome. Your biggest buildings are going to be any kind of like municipal buildings, like a courtroom, and then also like taverns.
There weren't any extra ways into the fort, right?
I'll say, is there a dimension door? Can I go through that? I think it would stop it.
It's a
bet it
physical
would go
wall.
through.
I don't know. Although if you can see where you're going.
Yeah, I think you have to be able to see where you're going, but I could see where.
I swear that there's. I know that there are some wizard spells that stop that.
Yes.
That make it like impenetrable.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired.
Precisely when you
It can be a place you can see, or one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance.
Ooh.
You can only take one person, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and Dutch doing powerhouse boy stuff.
Macaroni.
Dash Brothers!
Yeah, let's.
But then you got into a fight over who's leader. And you kill each other.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Where you going, I would like to see if we could find Finnick.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, you guys are all debating. You can see, like, Gareth is getting more and more anxious and, like, eager to go.
Yeah, take it easy, bro. We don't know where the people are yet.
Yeah.
He says,
Everybody's
like,
probably dead.
If we
Sure.
do this wrong, we lose.
he says, surely there's, some, like, group of soldiers, like, one of my men would have taken command of some kind of resistance force or
Yes,
like
they stopped
defensive
calling
force
them
that
Shirley.
retreated.
I'm sure. Does he have any idea about the wall that's around the fort? Like, have you heard
No,
anything about
no
that?
idea.
Okay, then you're useless and stop talking, Gareth.
But there's nobody walking around the city besides the patrol.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that whoever is alive is
Patrol?
locked down somewhere.
Yeah, I want to go search it. That tavern.
Okay.
Just to see.
Is
if
there a
there's
prison in the
people.
town?
Probably at the
What
fort.
about what
Go to
about,
the magic item shop. Take all
What
stuff.
about what, if you go into the tavern?
Spit
you should
on all the
go-
cloaks.
You should go under and see if they're in that like secret area.
Oh, like our
Yeah,
tavern. Yeah.
that's where I
So-
that's where I would go.
I would say any buildings. So buildings are either boarded up, and your imp's not strong enough to move boards,
Mhm.
or they're open and they're just like desolate, like
Okay.
they've been torn apart, like it's a mess in there and it's just empty.
Everybody bounced.
That's what I was gonna
And-
say. They either went to the fort or
I would
Wow.
check. I would say to check under there if you can. If it's not boarded
Mhm.
up, or if you can get under.
Yeah, I would.
I know there was that side door.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, right.
Maybe that one's not boarded up. If it is.
Yeah, so Hobbs Hill Tavern is one that has been like the doors have been broken down, and it's just like empty inside. The door to the basement is also broken down, and like the passage is openly revealed.
so does it look like they were searching for people? I'm assuming, like just going through every building.
It's probably a safe assumption.
I wonder if they did either all go to the fort or leave. Are there signs out here, like beyond the city walls, of people leaving?
You can make a perception check.
I don't trust Charlie Squad.
Ooh, I only got 16.
Yeah, I would say that you can see tracks from people who ran north into the forest. They're a few days old at this point,
Okay.
so no recent tracks that
It's
have
been going on for a while.
gone this way.
Maybe we
Listen to the goblin patrols and see if they're talking about getting into
I was
the.
gonna say, what if we capture a
Another
patrol,
goblin.
or at least a couple?
I'm quite good at capturing people. When
Are
they
you? When have you
suspected.
ever captured anybody?
Yeah, try
Uh,
to seduce them. And then
No,
capture
I
them.
turn into an earth elemental. I go into the ground. I wait for them, and then I jump up and grab them.
Ooh, that's pretty
Alright,
sick.
Mogar turns into a hot goblin piece of ass. Hits him into the forest, and then we jump him. After.
Bolt?
I do want to. I
He's
do
a-
want to like
He
find
has
that.
to uphold his paladin oath. He has to be
Should we
truthful.
do that? Should we just try to kidnap somebody?
We should try and listen to them. They're talking about getting in there.
It's good enough.
Because if they don't know, then it's definitely on our side.
What do you mean?
I can
Like, if the
guess-
goblins are like, we have to figure out how to get in there, but nobody knows what's going on with that massive barrier, then we know it's probably something that's good.
Yeah.
Or if we approach it, maybe we can go through. If it looks like the old Earth creation thing, it's like maybe having the book will let us go through it.
Yeah, I wonder. I just don't know if I'll get caught.
I
I
can
don't. I
try.
don't think so. I mean, I speak Goblin. I can turn myself into a Goblin. I don't have my armor on.
Boogly can stealth by
You got what,
transforming into
scale
something.
armor on?
No, it's plate. So it wouldn't be. Oh no. It's half plate.
Half plate.
Is it nighttime?
No.
That sucks.
Because I assume you guys
Yeah, we
you
went.
did the ritual,
Yeah.
and then you did the plant thing. So it'd be like mid morning, or maybe closer to noon. It's up to you.
Makes sense.
If I fight, I don't want to be in office. It kind of sucks. I also, while we're doing this, I summoned Cinnamon to be a griffin.
If we're not finding anybody inside the town, then
Can you rat? Can you hear what your rat says?
yeah, I
Or
can
listens to?
I can do my senses as that.
Okay, so
I can do the same with my imp.
Oh, I
He
thought
just
you
doesn't
had
speak
it.
goblin.
Yeah.
where's
How about he
the-
just says what he hears back to us and we translate?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been kind of going with the imp with its overhead view. Like, what's the rat doing?
I've just had it with him the whole time.
Oh,
Like just
The
walking
imp is
around.
holding him?
Well, no, like I would assume
He's
it
a
rode you
floating
there,
rat.
and then it's just like kind of running around. So I will just have my rat try and listen to patrol conversations and stuff
okay.
before he
Yeah.
gets eaten.
You don't really get much out of patrols. You get complaining. You get like jeering, you kind of like you get celebration and bragging of like the battle that happened 3 days ago, when they took the
Not my candles.
when they took the city. Right, they stormed. Like Rameth didn't really have much guard to put up a solid defense, and these guys came in hard. So it wasn't much of a fight, but nonetheless they're bragging about their deeds. And then you would hear some about like have you caught anyone today? And like no, they're all anyone that's still alive is hiding like rats somewhere in the city. But we'll comb through every house and find them.
Okay, yeah, they're hiding somewhere.
Yeah. You could do your locate creature then.
Oh, I would say also like you see a good number of like human bodies.
Yeah.
Some are in the streets, and others in like high trafficked areas by the goblin groups, like they've been piled up in mass graves or whatever.
Yeah, graves.
Viva exterminate. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to do locate creature on
Yeah,
Fennec or
let's
something.
get
They're
closer
eating
to
them.
that.
And they're gonna eat me.
Yeah.
So you can stealth. How far are we? Are we south the tree line, or how far?
Yeah, we're in the trees.
Yeah, you basically. Well, you're maybe closer to the trees. You're more like in the wheat fields that are outside town.
Okay.
So let's say it's like maybe a quarter mile out from the patrol line.
Okay.
Like you are safe where you're at. Once you move in past us, then once you move into the city, then we're gonna start doing stealth checks.
Okay. I'm.
Do you know pass without trace?
No,
I'm gonna stay.
I don't know if I can take that.
I'm gonna stay
Sounds
with
like a very
Cinnamon
good-
and
I
just
feel
kind
like
of
I
wait and
would
see what you
have
guys are
that I
gonna
had,
do.
But I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
Because whatever your signal is or something, then you call me and I'll come flying up. Ew, it would actually be nice to come by the water, like by the way of the water.
Along the coast.
Yeah.
Around the back side?
Yeah, like at least
Up
at
around
least
the
for me,
riverfront.
because then instead of having to wait here and then go a quarter mile this way, I can just come up and be right there. So I might do that. Just kind of. Yeah, I want to peek over the edge and see if there's
So what?
any.
So
Goblins.
the whole coastline is a cliff, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably 100 to 200 feet above water, up until like this point and that point, right? So you can sail down low, close to the water, and be pretty well out of sight. This is kind of where the city outskirts begins. This is the fort itself. So where along here are you?
Are you just surveilling?
No, I was gonna go up close
So you
and
can
be on.
Hover down there.
I'm guessing there's like somewhere where Cinnamon.
So when he
can
wants to
perch.
fly, he's a lot
Can I-
closer.
Can I go with? On my broom?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go. You definitely could. I was gonna go in and just wait there for you guys. Whatever you guys are gonna do, if you're gonna turn into something, and then whoever has a signal, then we can jump up and either fight or be like, okay, we need to go.
Yeah. I'll go with you to back you up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I think I'll make it out to the outskirts here.
Mhm.
Just kind of fly low by the water
If we
and then show there.
And so you're looking for like a rock or an outcropping on the cliffs, just hang out and hide.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not looking to get up to like city level.
Not yet, but so I'll fly down
Yeah.
low,
Yeah.
but then when it's time, I'll come closer up. Where if something is shot up in the air, or somebody, do you guys have thaumaturgy? Can somebody yell or shoot something loud?
He's with you.
prestidigitation.
Just us two.
Well, then I can stay.
I can just scream.
Well, I guess what do we want to do?
Well, and like, because if we wanted,
He needs to locate a creature.
yeah,
Garrett
just-
wants to find his.
I just don't want to.
soldiers.
I don't want to leave you alone. Can someone go with you? Can someone else ride Cinnamon?
You're really acting like the leader.
I think that I think they technically could.
Someone else could ride your broom. It doesn't require attunement, right?
Correct. Someone else can ride with you.
Well,
With you?
Mm-hmm.
You can carry 2 people on that broom? Well,
My
how about we
my
all
s-
do that then?
My speed goes down to 30 feet instead of
How-
50. So we
How about we all just fly next to the cliff? And
let's do that.
I guess we're just gonna go in.
What about Garrett?
I can take Gareth.
And Ren?
Ren can fly.
You can
I mean, it's a spell slot is for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
you
very
can
long.
take her, and then
I'll take Ren.
if he changes into something, then
Yeah.
I still don't know if that's close enough for me to locate though.
we could get. Oh, sorry. Then we would get closer to the city. Because once we're in the city, then you would do your thing.
So, I mean,
Could fly really high in the air anyways, and I could just locate from on the back of your horse.
Mm-hmm.
well, and Garrett says that might not be necessary. Like, we just need to get into the city. The patrols on the outskirts are pretty light. Like, we could just
You know,
time it right and get in. We all know the city pretty well by this point. You know, Gareth especially. Like, this is where he kind of grew up in the northern side.
yeah.
So, like, if it's just a matter of getting into the city, then it doesn't need to be anything complicated. We can just sneak our way in.
That's
fine
the,
with
that's
that.
the only thing, because I would have disadvantage on that stuff.
Mm.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. You guys could go ahead and do that, and then maybe I just fly up behind here by myself.
That would
Except
work. Or you
for-
could just be up in the air high.
I'd like that. I just don't know.
Because, like, if you're high enough, nobody's going to know
Yeah,
what you
especially
are.
if I'm like out here in the sea. Like,
Yeah, and they don't know the rock's dead.
yeah. I am
Go get the rock and just, like, put it over.
the macaroni.
Yeah, we should have taken the whole head.
Yeah.
Somebody puts a feather in their cap and you think that of me?
yeah.
I am the macaroni.
Wonder Max.
yeah. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I just fly over the ocean but super high up.
I'm the one who.
Yeah, it's like super high up. Hopefully people aren't just like
You have to make a constitution
Looking.
saving throw because you're, like, losing oxygen.
getting so cold.
It's so cold, too.
I also would make it
That scene in
noted that I wouldn't fly where the sun.
Like if they're looking at you, they'd have to look at basically right at the sun.
Yeah, like I don't want to be casting shadows down at that angle.
When you're
So-
that high, it wouldn't be a problem anyways.
Oh, like 747. I see the shadows over there.
It's not that high.
The sun is about here right now.
Then I fly lower.
You don't see their shadows when they're at 10,000 feet.
That's right. Oh, 30,000 feet in the air.
Jump my owlbear.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I turned into an owl bear.
So, if you're looking
Charge
at these
attack.
guys, how big are they to you?
Is that Adam Warlock scene?
Very tiny.
See all
Like,
these memes? Like
they look like
appears,
hands,
like,
basically?
like,
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if Cinnamon
I
has
still
better
haven't
sight
seen that
than me.
movie.
Keen
Haven't seen
sight
that either.
has advantage. Well, it says keen sight has advantage on wisdom and perception checks that rely on sight.
Okay.
So he does. So yeah,
So if you need them to spot something for you.
yeah. And if I need to go a little higher, I'd be like, "Hey man, do you see them?"
All
If
right.
he's like,
So the rest of you are sneaking in normal. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And just to reiterate, none of us had pass without trace. Make sure.
No, the best Ren can do is like illusion magic.
Yeah.
Yes, Mogar. Is there something you'd like to say
"No,
to the class?
Dr. Pepper's crispy."
All right. Let's do a group stealth check.
Dr.
That.
People.
D20.
Dr. Peepers. Dr. Peepers Peppers.
Not me though.
Not you.
Cheapest creep.
Actually, you need to make one on your own.
14.
14.
18.
18.
Actually, 16. Maybe 16.
Dutch goes out to fist bump you, but then you go, bitch.
Both of us are gone. Neither of us can see each other.
We're completely gone. Boogly's like, what?
No, my passive perception is 21 actually.
All right.
I can see you always.
Which district? If you had a district to pick, like which one would you be?
Probably
heading to?
red light.
The financial.
So,
The entertainment district.
kind of how this looks like when you first come into town via the normal way. You probably hit like the industrial district first.
That
That's where
opening
like
is
the
dope.
smiths are and stuff. To the south is
Love
generally
sense.
where the warehouse district is. On the north side is mostly residential stuff, and then merchants district is a little further in, kind of on the south and in the center.
I want to get towards the warehouse.
And then of course there's residential scattered all throughout, but most of it is in the north. Are there any other districts that I am missing? Obviously the fort is the military district.
Yeah, I kind of want. I want to get in between like the fort and the warehouse so I can search for people.
Okay, so kind of the merchants
Yeah.
area.
Because it's like I could see there being stuff in the warehouse for people to hide,
Is
or
that-
they're inside the fort.
Is that where you're gonna cast your thing? Also, I want to ask Cinnamon if he can see Charlie Squad. I'm guessing they left before us.
Yeah, we split up.
Yeah, they were like, you gotta take it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of found an opening in the patrol, and they went ahead. These guys pretty much retraced their path, at least getting across the field.
We passed our bodies.
Once they got among the houses, then you lost track of them. So you can go ahead and make a perception check.
11.
So at the moment, Cinnamon cannot see them anywhere.
I say, Cinnamon, you suck. And I stab him with my legs, and we dive.
I take that back. They crit failed their stealth check. So
Oh my
Can
gosh.
I use my inspiration
Even Duck,
to them?
after all his training,
yeah. Well, Duck succeeded, but everyone else.
his buddy's an idiot.
Can I use my inspiration?
No, so you see them. They probably head towards you. Maybe that's why you could see them.
Oh.
They haven't been spotted yet.
They have really poor goblin disguises. They're walking like, hey guys. Like paper mache.
But
It's that one goblin from Troll 2 that like the
Yeah.
face looks significantly worse.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe they had a close call or something. But you can see them kind of like scrambling about, and like I said, they haven't been detected by the enemy
Yeah.
yet. But you can see where they
Oh my gosh.
Foot stuck in like a pot.
Who taught these guys?
are. Okay, so you guys successfully like get into the city. So if you want to now go to like the merchant district, then you need to make another group check.
I told you I want to be a
Um,
C1.
And yeah, so far you guys have been stealthy. It's fine. You see goblin patrols wandering about, but you stayed far enough away from them. Like it hasn't been an issue. Right? There's no danger yet.
Are there like watchtowers or anything along any of the walls? Anything like that?
Nothing that's been like the fort has its watchtowers, but there's no watchtowers have been built in the city, and there were never.
So I might try and jump from like roof to roof then.
Okay.
Because I can spider climb, so it
Sure.
might be easier for me.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that.
How close are we to that magic item shop?
So
Yep,
once
closest spit on.
once you guys get to the merchant district, you will be like right by it.
I want to take a little peek in.
All right, so let's do our group stealth
I'm
check.
pretty sure it's a Lance.
Yes.
I'm gonna crit fail. I'm gonna use my
hoping that
inspiration.
people, like the mages were able to like
Ooh,
do
24.
stuff with them.
Worth doing that time. I was
Eight.
capped before it.
I don't have you as capped.
Okay, that sounds capped to me.
What's
That
the
eight.
intro?
You don't
What
know.
check?
It's a stealth.
Oh baby.
All right.
That's a baby.
Mom, I get a clip.
Mom, get the camera. I had a clip on a guy the other day. Fortnite, he was trying to kill me, and I was sniping him, and he decided to come at me. And I was missing all my shots, but he came at me, and I just took off my shotgun. Like, what are you even trying? I danced for 5 whole minutes on his body. Well, he was. I literally just emoted for 5 whole minutes because you can tell when they're watching. Because it just has an icon, and I was just like, yeah.
A literal icon, like it's
Eye-
actually
So- You guys, you reach the merchants district, and same site here. Like a lot of buildings are burned, smoldering, destroyed. Others are like in okay condition, like they weren't damaged or whatever, but they're clearly like empty. Some are boarded up, some aren't. But you head for the magic shop, hoping to procure some last items, maybe, right? That will aid you in the coming battle. You find it mysteriously intact, perfectly so, with nary a slash or burn along its walls. Do you go ahead and go inside?
I'm not going to. That's obviously sus as hell. Some kind of magic gonna burn you to death or something. You go in.
They have cameras.
Can we look? Can we see through the windows? Like there aren't people in there.
So it's not like because of the high value stuff. There's really only like
Well, can't I just walk in there and dispel magic?
windows in the door.
Yep.
Like there's
Makes
not,
sense.
Yeah.
Look, I'll just walk in there and cast a low-level dispel magic spell.
All right. So as you enter the door, the same chime rings as usual, and I'm just considering him going in.
Yep.
Ren will go in with you, and Gareth also. So I don't know if you two want to.
I'll keep watch outside.
Yeah, I'll stay outside for now.
On the roof.
The display cabinets are stocked and ready as if this were any other day in Rameth. The shop owner comes out graciously and welcomes you, Boogly. And he says, Master Boogly, good to see you. Where's everyone else? And Ren's kind of like, she pops her head out the door like, guys, you gotta come in. You gotta see this.
I'll go in.
Alright, so you guys come in. And
I
then
spit on a cloak.
at the same time, like,
Hey, man, Mogar, just aren't like.
I go, this one's for Mogar.
the shop owner, like, he beams, he, like, looks to you guys, he's like, the heroes of Rameth. I'm so glad to see you back in the city again.
Yeah, I could use some heroing right about now.
Where is Mogar? Doing well, I hope.
Yeah, he's
Doing very
flying
well.
around right now.
Oh, good.
Do you say that?
I say
No, but I didn't say where. I say
blink
you're
3
flying
times
around.
if you need help.
He
Very soft.
he kind of like gives a subtle laugh and says, "Yes, I expect it's quite surprising to find everything okay here.
Yes.
Downright
Yes, well,
magical.
Magic will do wonders in times of need, which is, I presume, why you are here now. What can I do for you, Dutch?
Can I do a? Well, I know there's a check to deceive someone, but can you do like a detect
Insight.
deception? Oh,
Insight.
insight. Can I do that?
You should have a high bonus to that.
Yeah, +4, baby. Okay, so insight.
3.
Let's go. 15.
It's certainly like suspicious.
Little sus.
Just like for this guy to
To
be
be
acting like a shopkeeper in a time of war, but he's genuine and authentic.
He's making profit on both sides, so. Is he Jewish?
This Canto bite.
It's like, is he
Is he a goblin?
is he a
Yes, we're gonna try and
Lost child?
save the town.
Mm.
Do you have anything that could help? What is going on?
I think I'm capped on a human.
He says, yes, well, the
Balls.
goblins unfortunately invaded 3 days ago, and the forces, I mean, we were stretched thin to begin with, and they
We were
weren't able
stretched
to
out.
hold out very long. Essentially gave time for civilians to try to escape, though I'm not sure how successful it's been. I've been holed up here the entire time, and fortunately, no, none of the enemy have discovered the shop, as it were, so I've been safe.
Is it hidden to them?
He says, I can only presume so. As for you guys, I assume the shop looked normal
Yes.
to you. That tends to happen for those who have been in the shop before. It has a way of defending itself in times of danger. And so I assume that to those who do not know of its existence already, such as the army, it probably appears as some block of stone or like extensions of other walls. I can't say because if I step out, it just looks like my shop.
Does he know anything about the barrier around the fort?
He says, yes, I was tempted to take a peek You can't see it very well from here because of the other buildings, and I didn't dare venture too far. But quite something that it appeared about a day and a half ago, after the occupation began.
So that's definitely not us. That's the goblins.
I would assume not. I'm sure many of the civilians retreated to the fort. So maybe, we can all pray to the gods that it is some form of defense that Rameth has been keeping from us. Perhaps a secret weapon they prepared for as the war got worse. But I don't know. I'm not in any communication with anyone.
Interesting.
He says, but as you can see, my wares are available in stock, so if there's anything that you need to purchase, then I'm happy to do business.
What you got under 500 gold?
Essentially anything that you want. Any item that you guys want to get for yourselves,
I still have a bunch
it's
of gold.
here, as long as you can afford it.
But
That's why I'm saying, what's under 500 gold?
Any uncommon.
I'll spot you gold if you needed to, because I'm maxed out on attunement.
I have one more slot. I just don't know what would be helpful.
Well, what are you? A warlock?
Warlock, sorcerer.
How many
Is your
attunement slots do you
charisma
have
maxed?
open?
One. A what?
Your charisma maxed?
Yeah.
Dexterity is useful. I don't know what would be good for a warlick.
Should see if my armor's
You have your stone already, right?
I gave that to my kid. So I
What do you want to do while they're
The spell one?
shopping?
Oh,
I'm
the
just-
Pearl of Power.
I was like,
yes.
are you out of your
I'm
fucking
just-
mind? I was like,
I'm
what is he gonna
looking
do
over
with the
stone-
pearl of great price?
I just
having
I
Cinnamon
just don't have good
look
luck.
over
Yeah.
at Charlie's squad and also see if Cinnamon can see
A
anybody.
robe of useful items.
Finnick,
Who's
or
that?
I guess just another human.
That's just
not
what you
useful.
smell there.
Any sign of
Cloak of
anybody.
protection.
Yeah.
That's not a goblin.
Cloak of
Charlie's
protection gives you
squad's
1
just
AC.
like-
Not
they're
bad.
the comedic. What's that? What's that called in movies? Like the
Comedic
like,
relief.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brooms of flying. Do you want to
Like they're just like tripping over themselves, but all like Mr. Bean
Yeah.
situations,
Yeah.
right? So like
They actually get
Is
through.
there anything else that's
Yeah.
yeah. That's not a gay room?
they make a bucket fall from
You
the
probably
roof
make
that
one.
like covers a goblin just in time for them to
Some
sneak past.
Yeah.
Goblin flying.
Goblin fools.
How much are the brooms of flying?
Are
I
they uncommon?
am now
Yeah,
upset.
300.
I wasted that 1,000 gold. I could have bought some good stuff.
I can spot you
You don't
gold.
have any more? I thought you were like swimming in gold.
Well, I still have 1,500, but I used to have 2,500.
Yeah, sorry, I looked it up, but it says if spells fail, they still consume the materials.
Yep.
I want to get
What?
3 bags of holding.
There you go.
Wait,
Oh, I'm just kidding.
But you guys been needing it. This whole adventure, you've been needing bags of holding.
I've been really wanting.
I lead-
Do we have one?
I lean over to Dutch and be like,
But
do
that's
not
hers.
go
What happened to his?
inside them.
He gave it to Sarah.
Yeah, but then we got it back because the bitch died. Well, disappeared.
We took
But-
it back?
Oh,
He
actually,
Why
gave
would
it-
we not have taken it back?
He gave it to the investigators to try and.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
then they
How
were-
much is a
Yeah,
bag
they
of
were
holding?
supposed to send it back with the armor, so I don't know where. You can ask if he got the shipment. It might.
Oh yeah, I asked
That's
him
a
like,
blacksmith,
yo,
though,
you got
right?
a shipment with a bag of holding for Boogly? Soft skin.
Says no, I didn't
I forgot what I was saying.
receive.
How much is a
anything
bag
like
of
that.
holding?
It's uncommon, right?
Yeah.
Then 300.
I'll buy one of those. And does he have anything that blows up?
Guys, okay, I'll tell you. I just got the Death Ward. Death Ward
The spell
spell, which means anything that would take you out, like put you to death,
gives you 1 hit.
actually just
Hit
gives you
point.
1 health. So you really should buy 2 bags of holding.
Like
'cause-
KO or death? Like if you're
They would knock you
reduced
out.
to 0 hit points.
Yeah,
then
reduced you to 0.
Yeah,
puts you at
so
Yeah.
you could hold.
KO.
You could literally hold 2 bags of holding, put it in,
Oh.
and
Walk
then
away.
and then walk away.
Walk up, walk
So he said his eye kind of glistens and he says, "Ah, yes." And he says, "Follow me to the back." He takes you to a shelf where it's just created for more volatile substances. So you can find things like alchemist fire. Basically, think of like flask items that
Yeah.
explode, and you can have your choice. You're not going to find any like rudimentary bombs like gills stuff. It's all going to be like magical in nature.
There's a
That's good for
circle
me.
of blasting.
Let's see. Alchemist fire just lights whatever it hits on fire.
It
Right?
has Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
And is it a smoke powder flask? Is that a thing, or whatever one basically puts like fog everywhere?
I'm not good with my magic items.
Neither
so
am
you
I.
need to look too. But you can throw this flask, shattering it. It's an improvised weapon.
Oh, wait.
On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the
Helm of
start of each of its
telepathy.
turns.
Bane.
That's a good one.
They can use a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Check here.
Do you feel like that's not a lot of
Ah,
damage?
must have lasted
for a
pretty.
rich
It's not, but I think it lights things on fire, which
It
is why.
does. I might let that go as like a
No,
bonus action.
now I see.
to toss it.
That'd be cool.
Kind of like the
Oh, I should get my
potions,
medicine.
right? We'll treat them in the same way.
I'm 90% sure I did buy hide armor.
I remember it.
Yeah,
remember
no,
it.
I remember you buying that.
I think I just never added it to my inventory and equipped it.
Yeah. Did you do it then?
I was just making sure everyone remembered before I did it.
Yeah. No, you did. I don't think it costs very
I
much.
might just buy another friggin'
But I was
Power.
also gonna maybe be like, oh, maybe I can buy something here.
They're pretty good.
just get
Oh.
another spell slot back
Dutch, do your Eldritch investment because
for today.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, is she ready for bed? All right, good timing. Come on.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll finish looking at this stuff.
All right, yeah. Rare items. We'll go for 4,000. So I don't know if you have enough for that, but
Holy cow.
No, but there's a lot of uncommon stuff that'll be helpful.
Alchemy jug. Sword of Vengeance. What does that do? Not in the SRD. No description.
when Ian comes back, I don't know if like he's gonna end up at this magic shop at some point.
Uh-huh.
But if he does, I just want him to be prepped. So tell him like.
Yeah.
Tell him that he can look at magic items too.
Perfect.
Okay.
So,
Because I'm also gonna look at some magic items.
I mean, we can always get like spell scrolls too.
Yes.
From other countries. Yes.
Yeah, putting on that hide armor bumped up my AC to 15.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
What?
I probably failed a lot more hits than I should have.
Could get winged boots.
Yeah.
Let you fly. But I'm probably not. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of +1 ammunition.
Just like those boots in
What
Little
is
Legends.
What is the quiver of
Oh, the
whatever?
you can hold instead of just one thing, you can hold 3 different ones. Because I think, actually no, the way it works is you can hold a whole bunch for the normal, and then you can hold things like javelins and stuff in it too.
That's pretty sick.
Which, to be fair, I would be good with a javelin because I'm strength based.
I love the javelin of lightning.
It's a good one.
Whenever I see it, I always want it.
It is pretty cool.
Tosh, magic items. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about just like armor. To see if there's like anything that could maybe like enhance my armor or is there something
Yeah,
that I could
there's-
buy
You can have a +1 in your armor.
There's a cloak of protection. That would add a +1.
of my AC.
You could get a +1 shield, but it's like you might as well get
I
the
never
cloak
use
at
that.
that point.
I never use shields. Anyways.
You can use shield.
I know, but like I never do.
Oh! Ever smoking balls is what I was looking for.
Did you fart too?
Yeah, like
Did-
5 minutes ago over
Oh,
here.
I think all of us are farting.
There's adamantine armor that makes
Can't be crit, right?
crits fail against you. Mithril.
Mithril's light. so you don't get
Mine's supposed to be.
disadvantages.
I don't know if I would.
We are at the magic item shop. If you end up joining us, you can look at whatever magic items you want.
I know, but I don't know if I have a way of getting down to you. You know what I mean? I could, but without being seen, I don't know. Plus, I don't know. Let's see. Is this attunement?
Heward's handy spice pouch.
Holy shit, Hubert.
I think I ought to buy a few filters of love,
As well.
if you know what I mean.
No, what do you mean?
My armor doesn't require attunement.
Nope.
So,
Your black armor?
yeah. But I don't have it. I'm hoping to find it.
The orb of
Hey,
time?
I'm actually
You
seriously
actually
looking
turn
into
out
buying
it's
some
morning,
land.
afternoon, evening, night.
Right on time.
Well, I know some land that recently became vacant.
Not talking about in real life.
Oh.
Would you guys help me build a she shed on there?
She shed?
Actually, would your
Wait, so
mother-in-law
They build them all over the state.
all over the state?
Mm-hmm.
Because, dude, there's some land in Duchesne that I really think I'm going to buy.
Duchesne?
Duchesne.
So
They could
are,
do it.
are you guys just gonna build a house, or
No, I'll buy the land, and then, dude, it'll be for... I'd like to put, like, a little cabin up there, but that's what I'm saying, like, a she shed, like a tiny cabin. To just, like, go chill up there sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
okay?
when everybody gets, like, RVs and stuff when we're older, like, Bridge already has one.
Mm-hmm.
You just go up there and park, but it's like 5 acres. There's actually a place where you can buy like 40 acres, really cheap.
Ocean of Greater Human.
Okay.
In northern
Yeah, 'cause
Utah,
one-
you can buy 40 freaking acres for like
Yeah, because once
less
my
than 10,000.
once my uncles and my dad passed away, and the thing in the will to the ranch or the trust of the ranch starts getting spread out, I don't know if I want any part of that. So yeah.
Your dad's been telling me because apparently there's another guy. So it's not just your brothers and stuff. It goes. There's one more person.
Yeah, because my grandma's
And apparently he's a
sister.
dickhead.
Yeah, but I thought he died.
No. There's a rich guy, and he died and left all his money to his son, but his son still has half that.
Yeah. I think
so
it's
that
Tommy.
that guy's not dead, and he would
That's
probably.
Tommy, right? I think.
I know that he would probably want you guys to pay for the other half because he'd probably want to sell it.
Yeah. But unless they're all just like, we don't want it, you take it, Tosh, and I'll be like,
You freaking wish, dude.
I know.
Dom's gonna want it, and it's gonna be a fight between you guys.
Yeah, probably. Then
You should literally just.
my cousin
Shut up.
Gracie, who's like 15 or whatever, she's like, she's not even that, she's younger than that, but
Even if it's 10 acres, dude, you should take your portion. And if it's.
And
It'd
then
be a
just-
sliver.
and then just burn it.
Yeah. So that burns the others. Yeah. You want to take the land and you would try to sell it? Like sell it to one of your family?
If I ever got a piece of it, yeah, probably.
You wouldn't want it?
Not really, no.
Why?
I don't want to deal with that crap.
What if it's just your land?
I know, but then I have to keep it up, and I'd have to go out there often to make
I
sure.
think they only
it's-
have to keep it up because of how big it is. I think if it's a smaller piece, like 10 acres, then it's not.
Because then if I didn't, like farm it or have someone farm it, then it's no longer farmland, it's recreational land, and it becomes a lot more, like the taxes get worse.
Because the taxes, I don't know. The one I saw was recreational land, at least in Utah. Dude, it's like
recreation plus.
it's like $100 a year.
That's not bad.
So. Recreational
But I can barely keep up my own house.
with the payments.
No, just like weeding and mowing the lawn.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's
That's why you should buy it in Duchesne, where it's already dead. Everything there is already dead. So
Where is Duchesne?
it's. Do you know where Vernal is?
Yeah.
It's like between Vernal and Heber.
Okay.
It's like an hour and
Do you know the actual like city it would be part of?
It's literally right next to Duchesne.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple lots, and one lot is like right off the freeway.
One's a big lot.
That one's like 3 acres, and there's a couple neighbors around. So I'm like, I know that they have access to water and stuff, which is nice. But then if you go up the mountain, like up the hill, then you can get the same for the same price. You can get one for 5 acres. And I'm like, dude, if I'm gonna like get a side by side one day, like
That's a 2-hour drive from here.
that's fun.
Left from here though.
So they have a bunch of lots. I want the whole group to everybody to just go in and buy from our
That'd
group.
be crazy.
They actually have a place in Indianola that literally has an entire cul-de-sac that all of us could buy a piece of land. It'd be an acre each, and it has, dude, it's beautiful there. I really want to.
So I always told myself if I ever get rich, I'm gonna buy everyone just like a piece of a cul-de-sac, and we'll all just.
Bro, there's actually some insanely beautiful places down in southern Utah, dude. It's called Duck Creek Village. Have you heard of it?
No.
Dude, it's probably like an hour and a half or 2 hours east of Zion. But like, there's tons of trees. It looks like a forest. And down there, you'd think it would be like all red rock and stuff, like Moab, you know?
Yeah.
But no, dude, it's like a beautiful freaking forest. You can get immaculate land,
Hot day.
crazy cheap.
You get missing 411.
Yeah,
Where's that?
dude,
Duck
and that's right next to Zion's National Park, and it's that green.
That's insane.
You're gonna get kidnapped.
That's how I feel.
Missing 411 100%.
That's how I feel going to Brian Head every time. It's like it shouldn't be this way.
Yeah,
Where's
you
Brian
shouldn't
at?
be doing that for Brian, but
Where's Brandon?
It's like an hour or two north of St. George, Moab, whatever.
yeah.
They're on
Oh,
opposite sides.
do you know where? Oh, sorry.
Where's that? Let's see.
Do you know where Delta is?
that's what I was just looking at.
There.
Carson and I were looking at there's
Where
a
are we?
abandoned
Starvation
schoolhouse there that they're
State
selling real cheap. It's like on a bunch of land. It's like we
Really?
were like, that'd be cool if a bunch of us pitched in on that and then like renovated it.
I've seen people do
It's out
that.
there in Delta. It looks sick.
What's up?
What, you were just looking at it
Yeah,
right now?
literally, I was just looking at that.
They have
It's an old schoolhouse in Delta.
a some really cool land out in Delta. That's cheap, and it has a little creek that runs right through it. But I think it only opens up sometimes.
A river
It's
runs
like
through it.
It's like a irrigation ditch,
Yeah.
and there's a road. It's like $15,000, and it's a couple acres.
It's not bad at all.
But at least you'd get like seasonal water.
Oh. So Brian Head is right down by Duck Creek Village.
Oh yeah.
So yes, it's like a ski town. It's Brian Head
Really?
Resort. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When
You're
I guess
up
yeah.
at 10,000 feet.
Feels like a mini
up
park
there.
Holy
city.
crap!
And you're just like, I'm in southern Utah. What is this? And you're right back in the mountains. There's snow. It's
Dude.
beautiful.
I'm telling you, there's an entire beautiful cul-de-sac
Dixie National Forest.
in Duck Creek Goose Village. Butter.
Duck Creek Village is right next to Mammoth Cave. Yeah, you're definitely going missing.
Dude, I've been in those. They're insane.
Those
Mammoth
caves?
Caves?
Yeah, like that's probably the first time I've experienced like complete darkness. Where
Yeah.
literally like you can't see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah, that's
Before that, I'd be
freaky.
like, oh, I can see kind of an outline, but no, there it's like nothing.
Creepy.
Your mom's got a mammoth cave.
Oh, Lynette.
Who?
Peacock Mountain.
Oh, I have goggles. I have goggles.
Did you
at
get an
night.
antimatter rifle? What?
You might be on a homebrew thing.
Let me see.
I still
Is
have
that-
another
is that
300
like
to
managed
spend on a
inventory?
on
Oh,
telling
no,
if
it's
there's anything
it's
else you
in-
guys can think of. But I'm
it's
gonna
on
get an ever
D&D
smoking
Beyond.
bottle.
It
I'm
might
gonna get a
be-
+1
it's
longsword and a weapon of warning put on my other longsword because that won't let us be surprised.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's probably a thing added by like
And if not, I'll get
critical roll.
+1 ammunition.
I want to see
as well, but I still have another uncommon I can buy.
how much money do I have. I could buy 2 bags of holding. I kind of want to do that plan. How much damage is it? Is it only
Blowhard
10d10?
It's not a lot. The question is if it's flinging stuff out.
I think that's the part that it's not real. I don't think if it flings anything out. Let's see.
Oh, you lose those items inside you, right?
Yeah.
They are not real.
She's so hot.
I am not a man.
I thought she was hot before they kept saying she was hot.
Who is it?
But
But then you hear her talk, and it's like,
I don't care.
Most
I want
women?
yeah, not
I don't know who that is. I don't know that.
You don't know that?
You haven't
That
seen
chick
that?
on the plane? She
Like,
starts.
that mother effer's not
Yeah, she's like,
real.
I don't care what you guys say. He is not real. He is not a real person. And so she made everybody evacuate the plane. She wasn't allowed
Oh
on the
my
plane.
gosh.
And it was somebody she knew. It was like her family member.
Yeah, she's probably fucking taking acid or something.
Yeah, that's legit what
Or
happened.
just being a stupid woman.
But everybody was freaking out that it's like, oh shit, is this some man with a
That is
bomb?
an Anunnaki lizard person.
That's
Well, everybody.
Legit, he gets off and turns around his reptile eyes.
Well, like as soon as they like.
Has
announced-
anybody heard from her since?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
yeah. She's
Once
kind of
they-
like blown up.
Once they announced like the alien stuff, everybody's like, she was right. No, if you go down to
I'm not convinced on the alien thing, only because of the
Because of the
insane.
government?
Yep.
Well, the government and the insane budget they proposed like 2 days after. They're like, guys, aliens are here. Well, I need $4 trillion.
Dude, it's almost $1 trillion, dude.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Okay, party people.
860 or 870 billion.
It's disgusting, man.
I can't see the actual damage of 2 bags of holding going inside each other.
I didn't know if it did any
I
damage.
want
I
to
thought they
say
just
It
exploded.
just
and-
opens a plane into.
It does say it opens a plane.
Do I remember his name?
The shopkeep?
Shopkeep.
Jeeves or something.
Peeves.
Peeves.
Reeves.
I remember Tobin saying he made a bomb, but maybe.
Oh, he made
Tobin.
bombs.
I don't have his name written down, but we can assume that you remember it.
Hello. Insert name here.
You remembered my name.
Hello. Insert name here.
Hi, I'm insert name here. Nice to meet you.
It's Rumpelstiltskin.
Insert my good man.
Yeah.
Surdy.
Yes.
Do you happen to have another pearl of power by chance?
Yes. Is there a specific color that you're looking for?
I think mine's like black.
Was it really? It's not just like a white pearl? I mean, white pearls are normal, but like
It's probably
it's a magic shop. They can tint it and make it cool.
Because I think I wanted them to make it cool.
Yeah.
So I think it was black. So I'd be like, can you make another black one?
He's got one available for you.
Can you like add it to this chain?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did that. I forgot
Would
that.
that take too long?
No, he can do it very quickly.
So
And,
no one's
and
doing
honestly,
it.
just like he'll be glad to have the work.
Can I see? Can I ask Cinnamon if he saw?
Yeah, that's a good magic.
Them
item,
going?
Josh.
Them going.
There's-
Yes. You still have to make a perception check, kind of against their stealth. But and I wanted to tell you, you have advantage
you
on
can use
stealth
an
checks
action
since you're so
that's
high
command
up.
word.
Oh, okay.
Because
cool.
Gain one
I think you have
extended
disadvantage
spell slot.
because of your armor, but like having
The
advantage
extended
just
spell
cancel it
slot is
out.
for
Okay.
level
You're not
higher,
really
your
using
slot is
armor.
30.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
Yeah.
you at least get
Yeah. So go ahead and
level
do
spell.
perception.
Natty 20.
Yeah.
plus a bunch of
So
stuff.
yeah, you can watch them as they
go
move
in.
through
I would
town.
either
If-
do that.
And so they
Or
they
just
go
the
into
plus
the
one.
building,
Mhm.
and if they're there for this long, I'd
Make your way
figure.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna head in there.
So the question is, what are you doing with Cinnamon? While, like, are you just parking her outside?
I probably park her. Well,
Parker.
I barely know her.
shoot.
That's so stupid.
I would see when there's a
Oh.
clearing where she's
Do you have fireball?
there's not a patrol nearby, and I'd probably just try to
Probably
bullet
could
right
have
down
us
in there.
prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Just the
No,
normal.
you can do it. Oh yeah, sorry, normal because of your.
I mean, it'd be
Oh, no, we don't.
13.
It's okay. No worries. Okay.
I
Okay.
can't learn it either.
Just like a bullet straight down.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's probably going inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he'll like that, but he'll understand.
Cinnamon or the barber? Or the barber? Yeah, we're getting his haircut.
Maybe both.
Yeah. Unless there's like is it next to an alleyway by chance, or is the building by
Yeah.
itself?
I'd say there's an alleyway.
If
Close enough.
if there's an alleyway right next to it, then I would leave him there.
How does it grow?
It's actually ambidextrous.
It attacks with both paws.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
No, it
It's
can
parked.
swim.
You come inside,
Snake.
and you know it's why they're looking. And the shopkeeper sees you and he says, Mogar, I'm so glad that you could join us. How's the cloak working out for you?"
Oh, that's what I have. Am I tuned to that cloak?
Yeah, I think it had to be attuned because it hides your disguises.
Ew.
What, cloak
I
of
said
many
it's-
disguises?
Yeah, cloak of something.
Jacket code, disguise code.
Yeah.
Fashionable cloak, something.
Cloak of many
Cloak
fashions.
of many fashions.
Or is it
There
clothes?
it is.
Robes. I think it's robes.
It's cloak. I'll find out if it requires attunement. It does not require attunement.
Oh, okay. Then I say it's fantastic. It's got me out of many things. Then we have the whole conversation like, whoa, what the freak's going on? And you guys are like, oh no, you
Yeah.
can not see it, blah blah blah.
You can also buy potions of healings from here. 100 gold for a basic one, and then another 100 for every step up.
So 300 for a supreme.
Is that a?
There's regular, there's greater, there's superior.
Pipes of haunting.
The pipes of haunting. You take the low
Yeah,
road.
there's a potion. There's a greater potion of healing, a superior potion of healing, and a supreme potion of healing.
It's
2,
got
4,
one
44.
for me.
Okay, so it's gonna be 100, 200, 400. Because the dice
If I throw it to the
Okay.
ground
double.
around all of my people, can I heal all of them too?
Can I actually buy a cloak of what is it? A cloak of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it uncommon?
Yeah.
It's a plus one.
Plus one.
300.
Yeah.
All right,
Do
I'll
you-
buy. A
yeah,
cloak
'cause
of
your attunement's
protection.
fine.
Is my cloak one of protection too? Did
You
they
have a
do
ring
that?
of protection.
Yeah, but didn't they do the cloak thing too?
It wouldn't be the same
For
cloak.
the robe? No.
The cloak, the cloak.
Oh, it requires attunement.
Protect.
That's okay. We'll
Yeah, you can do it. You can attune up to 3 things.
Can I get, want to get an ever smoking bottle, because those are handy. That's uncommon, that just, when you uncork it, fills the place with smoke.
Okay.
And then, can I get my second longsword plus one? Can you do that for us? I mean, there is magical plus one, or just getting it done in a blacksmith, but
you want it magical.
just in general.
I mean, you would need a blacksmith to give it the quality plus one.
But
that
if he
makes
just
sense.
had a sword laying around, like a...
Yeah,
Does he have a
And
longsword
how much-
plus one?
he would have one.
Because I was going to get one that and a
much
weapon
gold
of
was the
warning put on it,
300.
300.
which just makes it's uncommon, just makes where you can't be surprised.
Are your swords silvered?
Yeah.
Does that super matter to you?
Hasn't mattered to us so far.
My AC is now 16.
Okay, since he's gonna need a short rest to tune anyway, let's say that there's enough time to enchant a sword to plus one.
Okay, sweet.
Also, I
Or-
can short
or-
rest.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's the
a
enchantment?
weapon of warning.
Yeah, so whatever. You can get enchantments. I want to give this to you guys without making this go too long. So
I think I'm gonna buy a Dust of Disappearance.
Oh, nice. That was the last thing I was going to get, but now I can save the money.
It would be for me, not you.
Well, it works on all of us. That's the cool part about that.
No,
Mogar just
I'm
throws
just
the
gonna
dust
buy
in the
just
air
a
and
pinch of it,
disappears.
just for me.
Diagon Alley.
Yeah. Oh.
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
I turned to the wrong.
Pocket sand.
Oh, wow. It doesn't say how many times I can use this. Oh, and the dust is consumed when the magic takes effect. Okay. Oh crap! So I can only use it once. That's still
It's
gross.
for 2d4 minutes, but it's good for stealth.
Yeah, amazing for stealth, which is what we need. So I'm gonna buy one of those. Ooh. You get boots of elven kind, and then just not have disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That actually becomes sick.
Because everybody else seems to be pretty good at stealth. I mean, I don't know about Gareth. But he'd kind of suck.
He's a fighter, probably.
Does that dust of disappearance help everybody?
Yeah. I throw it up and everybody gets it. So.
Throw it up.
Throws it
Put
back.
it in there. Oh yeah, I throw it back.
Air.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll do the boots of elven kind.
That gives you advantage on.
Boots.
Is it advantage or not disadvantage? Let's see.
Because Gareth
It's,
might get a pair of those too.
You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks
Yeah,
that rely
perfect.
on moving slightly.
There's one pair left. Gareth snatches it right before you.
You each just have one boot.
Yeah, it's only in my size though.
But he takes it anyway.
He's drowning in it.
He like cuts the toes open so he can fit through.
Loses all its property.
He cuts his toes off.
He is sneaking way better, though.
Just wears it as a hat.
Yeah, okay, so it's a good idea. He says, "Oh yes, very wise purchase in these times."
You're making bank during wartime, buddy.
Sadly, conflict breeds the times of need and profit.
What
Are you trying to hide a smile right now?
does he? Would I know? I should know this. Where would my shipment of my armor? Where would it have been?
The blacksmith, was gonna. He was the one that he escorted it to it, and he was gonna bring it back.
I want to say,
definitely
hey,
wanna look
I know
there.
this isn't the time to. We've been making deals, but we're here anyway. We're buying shit. So,
What we're doing.
Have you heard of a rock before?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, you know of the giant rock around.
fearsome creatures.
Fearsome creature.
You know it's
I've
difficult to walk
heard
around.
even that
It's right on time.
rumors of the goblins' use of them in the war.
Oh, fantastic.
Remember,
Great.
and you remember, on top of Ren's tower, a rock forced you guys back into it.
That's
Oh,
right.
smoky.
Maybe it was
Would
the
you
same
be interested in buying
Probably
some
rock.
talons
Well,
Uh,
bitch ass dead now.
Yeah, where have you been hiding these talons and feathers?
in Britain's bag?
In his ass.
That makes sense. His eyes widen. He's like, "You're not pulling my leg right now. This is not war. Is not the time to jest, my friend."
I'm gonna lay one of them down.
Takes the feather.
Macaroni!
You
Yeah.
you pull
Disappears.
it out of Ren's bag, but it's just like Mary Poppins. Like,
I'm gonna do something just like it.
Real quick, can I buy these gloves for swimming and climbing?
I saw
are
those.
they uncommons?
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Yeah, they're uncommon.
What do they do?
I gain a +5 to athletic checks, and I've already got a +9.
But
I'm
plus
gonna-
5 just to climb and swim.
Oh yeah, but still, that's
Not bad.
+14.
How often are you climbing and swimming?
I just want to have something covering my hands,
You can
and I want it to be
turn into
useful.
Let's go back to this.
That's true.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
his eyes like widen in awe. Like he's never seen a rock in person. Even at the Capitol Zoo, right?
They have just a bunch of rocks.
Just tigers being tortured.
So
growl.
no, he's like, how did you get your hands on such a fine specimen?
Well, he actually got his hands on me.
It's not illegal to kill him, right?
These were wrapped around me.
Oh my!
So I chopped them off.
But not very good.
Yeah, not very well.
I pull out mine.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah.
He says, oh no, this is quality specimens.
Ooh.
Oh my!
Do you want me to spit on your clothes?
You couldn't. They're protected by magic.
He says, oh, Dutch, I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend. I just this is such a treat.
Who's the
to
real
behold."
leader?
I wasn't even here for that
I spit on
conversation.
him. Oh, you were? Oh, yeah.
So
He
Dutch,
brought it up.
Dutch doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like,
No.
you?
I'm just kidding. I don't. I hit Mogar.
Is it him?
Mogar doesn't care.
I ask if
He knows it's him.
if the shopkeep is the leader.
Yeah, he says, are you willing to?
We have tons
sell
of rock
these?
talons.
Yeah. How? I mean, we
We've
can always
rocked
sell
them.
for a good
You
price.
You have 3?
I have 5.
You have 5? Do I have 3?
Yeah.
You have like
5.
3 broken
Three.
ones.
They're not broken.
They're just not that.
I sawed them off bad.
It's cool, bro. I got you. How much?
We've got bulk. We've got 8 talons here for you.
Yeah, so he'd I'd say
Nice fucking
200
bulk.
Give us a
for
good
each
price.
of your talents, and then probably 100 for each of yours.
Okay. Okay.
You can take that?
What does the? What would 1,000? Is that rare or
4,000 is rare.
Does he sell arrows? I just remembered I have like 3 of them left.
Magical arrows?
For thou.
Plus 1 or just regular. I don't give a crap.
Sure, yeah.
Fo.
Listen, guys, you were supposed to have all your spying done already.
Yeah,
I'm
my,
sorry.
I'm getting mine.
You weren't expecting to sell talents.
Can
imagine.
I
No.
buy this amulet of health
Yes.
for how much?
Is it uncommon?
It's it's rare.
4,000.
Can I say like, hey, I know these aren't in fantastic edition, but also when are you getting rock talons coming through your door?
Well, yes. Exactly.
They're never coming through. I love your shop. I love this place. I got two pearls. And I'm like,
I told all my friends about it.
2 little birds.
Can we bump up the price a little bit here?
He says, fair enough. Of course, I also don't know exactly what I can use with these and
Something fantastic.
do, but I'm sure something. Let me go in the back and check.
I'm also inclined to trade.
Are there more people back there?
Yeah.
He has like 17 villagers.
He goes back, and you can make a perception check. You alone, Dutch.
18.
You just hear the lock of the door, like click, and then about a minute passes, and then it unlocks, and he comes out.
I was like, you bastard.
Yeah,
Knock.
goblins just swarm in. He comes out. He says, "I'm so sorry, Dutch. 100 is the most that I can offer."
Can I
put-
do-
I
can I
put
do,
mine
like-
back. Put mine back in the thing.
Can I do like a
Yours are worth
charisma?
I know.
Like a persuasion or something?
You can.
I might. When
Are
Mogar
you-
gets out
Are
of
you
this.
gonna ask for reverse discount? Remember how that went for Mogar?
Is that this guy?
That's this guy.
Oh, 100 would be just fine, my good sir. I mean, I have good charisma, so I don't know. But you have good charisma.
I have great charisma. Do you want me to? I'm not gonna ask you
No.
for a discount.
No, I
It
have a
probably
plus
depends on
5.
your role.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to trade. If he doesn't want to trade, that's fine.
Yeah, no, he's happy to purchase. Yours he'll buy for 200 each.
I would say I'm not willing to sell them for money, but five, but
For
five,
favors.
five
For
for
a
a
sweet
rare
handy,
item. And if he says no, then I kindly We'll say
Sweet
no.
magic.
That's
So you're asking for it.
Oh, that's nice. I'm
not
glad
a
I read that.
discount. It's a no.
You're exchanging 1,000 gold worth of talents for a 4,000 gold item.
We're bartering them.
Yeah, it's a barter.
Yeah, that's a discount.
Nope.
I think they're worth more. So if it's almost like he's being cheap. Well, why is this guy being so cheap?
Yeah, I think
This guy's being
you
cheap.
wanted more customers, right? We could tell all the goblins about your shop.
Yeah. Bring a goblin. Hey, dude, look it. Come
I'm
inside.
just kidding. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Are you, or I mean,
I
it
am
sounds
not.
like you're saying that
I
these
am
things.
not saying this.
You're not saying. You're not asking for a barter.
No, I do put them away though. I'm not.
Okay.
So, say, I'll think about it.
So these just became more rare.
That's right.
I'll take 300. I need the money.
I have to pay Boogly.
Scratching, you're like, I need the money.
I'm good with him.
You're already good.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like 6,000 gold?
It wasn't like 6,000.
No, I only borrowed a portion from him, so I paid back the portion. I still owe a bunch to the guy.
He's
You got
dead
that
now.
armor for a good price.
I did.
And the guy who could craft those dragon daggers, he's dead.
Let's go to his place and ransack.
Well, that's kind of where I do want to go because that's my armor might be there.
Okay.
So I do need to go there.
We'll go.
All right, let's move
We'll make it
on.
there.
You ready to move on?
Move on.
All right. So where are you
Oh,
going?
there's so much good stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll move on.
I want to go to the blacksmith. Where
I'm gonna
stuff
try
like that.
doing my. I'm gonna get on top of like the building and then do locate creature from
I
here.
actually have locate object. I could locate my.
Who are you locating?
Armor.
So is the I'm assuming Redford and those guys, they were humans, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look for humans in the area.
Okay.
Let's
1,000 feet.
Tatsu
If there's
humans
any
in
around
the
us.
area.
Well, you detect one with the shopkeeper. You detect another one in the back room.
His slave.
Marcellus Wallace.
And then this is the merchants district. I would say you detect just a handful of others kind of scattered about. 2 here, 3 here, right? Kind of on the edges of your sense. And they're just like still. Like they're not, because you sense direction of movement, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, there's no direction of movement.
Hiding. Okay, I want to move towards the warehouse district and one of those groups if they're in that direction.
Sure.
And stealthily, obviously.
Yeah, so where you detected is still technically in the merchants district. Basically what I'll do is if you cast that spell, I'll just tell you in the district.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
So I'll just go to whichever one's closest then.
you'll head west basically, but the human that you detected, and we'll just say there's one of them, is still within the merchant district
Mhm.
boundaries.
I'll go to them first then.
Okay. Is anyone else going with Hunter? Yeah,
I will.
I'm gonna go with.
No.
Where's it going?
Just to a building that he detected a human in.
Ooh, I'll go with him.
I really want to try to get my armor.
We'll just go fly over there and get it.
It's in the blacksmith district. Is that a district?
Yeah, the industrial district.
That's not the one we're going to.
We walked through it already, right?
You probably cut through the residential area and then like the town square ish.
I'll let him know that-
Residential.
I'll just say, is that the next place we'll go? Can we go there after?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'll go with you guys.
Because I can only search 2 places, and I was gonna search here in the warehouse district,
Yeah, so
or
so
maybe the fort is a better idea.
you find the house. It's partially boarded up, but some of the boards have been torn down. So you can't like go through the door, but there is a hole big enough that you could go through like a window where like boards have been hacked off.
I'll do that.
So you go in, you can see like the place has been rummaged and torn apart. Like wasn't seen in a fight. There's no blood
Yeah.
or anything like that. But yeah, tables are overturned, etc. Other than that, it looks empty here.
I'll just like quietly call out and be like, hey, like, it's us, the heroes of Rameth, he probably knows. And like,
Speaking Goblin.
yeah, I need to know what's going on here.
Um,
Then I bite him as soon as I appear.
yeah. Make a persuasion roll.
Well, good idea with that.
How loud are you talking?
I mean, I'm like being quiet.
Okay.
because I don't want to,
Like super quick.
I only got 9.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah, so there's no response.
Can I tell if anybody's hiding here? Is there any hidden areas, anything
Yeah.
like that?
Make a perception or an investigation check. You can do it with help since you've got these guys with you.
I'll do the help action.
I got 22 on perception.
Yeah, so you notice a trap door. Now, this is like a shop, but it's like one of those local shops, right?
Yeah.
Like the residence is probably in the upper floor, and they kind of have like a front end,
Makes sense, yeah.
Counter, right, where they sell like potions or scrolls or whatever.
So they're in the cellar or something. Is it unlocked? Can I open the cellar?
So it's actually like hidden. The
Oh,
cellar.
okay, yeah.
Basically, like disguise. So it is it'd make more sense for it to be barred. So you go to lift it and you can tell it's barred. Not locked. You know well enough the difference.
Yeah.
So you can just tell that it's just barred from below.
I'm just gonna knock on it, quietly. Hope they know Morse code.
I was thinking like the spell knock, but just kind of
I'm gonna slam it as loud as I can, break through it.
Or could maybe I could try the persuasion check. Like, hey, it's Mogar from the Heroes of Rameth.
I didn't know if they just didn't hear us either,
Yeah.
because they're in the cellar.
Hold up. That's only 10.
Are you there, Torm? It's me, Mogar.
and you're basically like saying it to the cellar door.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, open up. It's the Heroes of Rameth.
FBI.
You have there's a long moment of nothing. You maybe feel like you kind of hear or sense movement or something down below, and then at last you kind of hear a wooden bar moving.
Put them on the train, boys. Let's roll out.
Yeah.
The door creaks open.
And Frank. Yeah, it's friggin' Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
And it's just one man. He's kind of like an older gentleman. And he's like really scared, but once he does see it's you, then like hope is kind of restored to him, and he says, "It is you, Mogar. You're here."
It is my child.
He's in here.
Yeah. I see. Yes, it's us. Sorry that we were gone. We missed all this. We had a very important mission.
We were killing a bird.
We were actually
Yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah. Do you know where everybody else is? Or you just been down here by yourself?
He says, "I've just been down here by myself. He doesn't have any family in
Don't
the
put a
town.
black light down there.
Nobody will know.
Most of his
Stay away from Dutch.
Most of the civilians either fled or were killed in the attack, and I heard that many would be like fleeing to the fort. That's kind of like, of course, like we were told to flee to the fort, but yeah, he's just been hiding down here. He's got stores basically down here.
Okay. It's actually
Thought
not
his
a
store
bad.
was upstairs.
It's not a bad place to
Oh,
where
see.
we find other people to bring them here, and then if we need to,
Light the
then
house
we
on
can-
fire.
Yeah, then we can escort them somewhere else. So I'd just tell them to stay put.
It seems like most people have gone to the fort, so that'll be where I search next. But if we want to go get your or check if your stuff
I
is
would,
there.
I would definitely like to check because we might be able to find some people that we could bring over.
Yeah,
too.
let's go check there real quick. What are we doing with this guy? Bring him with us?
No,
I say we keep him here.
Yeah.
leave him there. That's way
Yes.
safer than anything
Yeah,
we're
I
doing.
don't want to bring him with us.
Tell him to go to the magic item shop. Buy me
That's
stuff.
not a bad.
He's like,
he's more safe there. than-
Actually, because everybody in the town would know about the shop more so than
he was poor. He's like, oh, what are you talking about? The
Yeah.
brick? That brick thing?
brick shithouse.
He definitely feels like safer just staying put. He says, "I'll just stay right where I'm at."
Do you have enough food?
Thank you. Yeah.
He has stores, he said.
He has like enough food for himself
Yeah, don't you remember he doesn't have any family
to
anymore?
last a couple weeks. So.
Alright, so he's fine. Tell him to stay put.
Yeah, I borrowed from the top this time.
Yeah, I say we definitely go.
Yeah, we'll see how tough you are.
All right, so
Oh, I can just cast the locate object. It's within the 1,000 though. It's the same thing.
so the same rule will apply to that. I'll tell you if it's in the district, not.
Probably
I'm
want to
not
go to
gonna cross
industrial district then.
boundaries, though.
Yeah, so I think we'd go to the industrial
Yep.
district. Once we're there.
District number 9. Love potion number 9.
Alright, so where's next?
Mambo number 5.
We'll go to that district then.
The
Look for his
industrial
armor.
district? Alright, make a
He
group
needs
stealth
his
check.
precious armor that makes him weaker.
Stealth check. Let's go.
Ooh, 24.
I trip and
18.
fart really
Oh,
loud.
I got 19 and then a 20 right after. So
I got a nat 1.
Why didn't you
Do
buy
you have
boots?
what?
Why didn't you buy
No, but I have luck.
buy
Use
gloves
that
of
luck.
sneaking next time?
Did you really get those gloves?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use my
He's got two
lucky
pair.
I'm gonna use my lucky charge.
He's got them on his legs and his arms.
Yeah. These are my swimming ones and these are my swimming ones.
7, which
7?
yeah, try to use another lucky charge.
Up to you, I'm sure.
It's a group?
I'm not worried about killing
Oh,
everything
is
in
it
this
a
town
group
if we
chat?
have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've passed.
You can always transform into something stealthy as well.
Yeah.
Like a
I just feel
rhino.
like if rolling a 1 might be like
Yeah, 1 would be really bad.
Yes. Agreed. It would be.
Alright,
Could be the part of the century.
you are able to make it to the industrial district.
I cast locate object on my black armor.
You do
Can't find it.
sense your armor, and it is in the direction of Hilgen, that's the blacksmithing. So it's in the direction of his
I
shop.
have to go.
Oh, I guess I was gonna. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to go there.
But does the rest of the group want to go there?
I'll go with him.
Do the
Yeah.
rest.
If we find him and nobody's around, we can kill him and nobody owes him any money.
That's 6. Ooh.
And my evil
Alright.
transformation will be complete.
You never thought you'd say this, but you've been away from your cursed armor for too long. It's time to find it. Now, you know that your armor is here. The spell told you as much. What you don't know is exactly where, because it's not like you were right by it. And what's the duration of the spell? Is it instantaneous?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Up to 10 minutes.
So like,
It's a boobly stealth
so
check.
basically, as long as the spell's
action.
active, you
That's what
can
happened
like
when I
know
rolled
where
one.
it is.
Yeah, and I know where it is.
The
Within,
Goliath part.
is it the same thing?
Holy shit, you're
It says, describe the name.
He went, "Oh, no."
The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen.
Mogar.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I know
Thought
where
she
it
was
is for up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
If
Goliath.
it's
So-
in motion, I know the direction.
So then what I'm going to say is that you basically, like let's say it takes you 10 minutes to get to the shop from where you're at or less than. So you basically reach the shop and you still know, like now you can pinpoint it
Oh, okay.
again. So you've reached Hilgen's forge and for now the streets are empty. It's unfortunate to see his prize furnace now strewn about, and his high-quality anvil is presumably somewhere beneath it all, unable to aid any longer in the city's defense. So, like, it's rubble.
Yeah.
The whole workshop has just been like collapsing on itself. It's just a pile of rubble at this point. But your magic told you that it's basically in the center of the forge, buried like 2 or 3 feet below all of this rubble. To your dismay, the ruins are still smoldering, a small trail of smoke rising into the sky as the heat radiates oppressively from the bricks, even as you are 10 feet away.
And these are man-made bricks, right?
Yeah.
It's been worked stone.
Uh-huh.
So him turning it into elemental and getting it, it's not gonna happen. So I just have to start pulling it out. Say, Boogly, will you help me?
It's gonna be hot though. It's still smoldering. I mean, it's probably fine. If you had the armor on, you wouldn't feel it.
Can't I like shape
Do,
water or
do,
something?
do you have shape water?
I have shape water.
I do as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to put a bucket of water on it?
Wonder twin powers
Yes.
activated. Form of a bucket of water.
So, how much water is it?
A 4-gallon bucket.
And I do the same.
But I got a
Shut up,
10-gallon
five.
hat.
Okay,
No.
so when you do the first bucket, it causes like a huge amount of steam. Like these are hot bricks, and so a big bunch of steam rises up
I'm gonna go hide nearby while they're jacking around.
the sky. You do the same thing, and same thing. Just like another huge billow of steam rises up. Ren says, "Okay, maybe that's enough. I'm not sure that this is the."
Yeah, I am gonna
I'm
hide,
just
legit.
enjoying the sauna, just like, oh.
We don't want to attract too much attention.
I do want this armor.
But do you start digging?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check. A little strength check.
Natty 20.
Oh.
Probably
So
strongest in your
these
class.
first bricks that have been, had water poured on them, they're cool enough. I mean, they're still warm because
Yeah.
this is a furnace. It's basically like his furnace is still burning in the ground, but these top bricks are cool enough that they don't
Top
hurt you or anything.
Not great.
So you're able to uncover this first layer of debris and bricks. Okay, but there's still plenty more to go. You basically made 1 foot of progress.
Okay.
So
Out of 3 feet? Or 2 feet?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's 3 feet below.
Okay.
So you're gonna have 3 checks.
Okay.
So you can make your next check.
Can I assist?
You can.
Okay.
20, over 20 again.
So you are. Yep. So again, you're able to dig through. So these bricks.
No. I moved back and just went, and I just had that. These bricks are still hot. Some of the water made it down here, so they're not super hot. However,
Fire.
you're now subjected to the heat metal spell. Your armor is heating up from this. So you didn't take any damage this time, but you do have disadvantage on future rolls
Okay.
because it's just uncomfortably hot now.
Okay. Now somebody could help me if they wanted to.
No.
Thank you. And I don't need it.
So
He's picking up bricks on the outside of the building.
now these bricks are still
He has a pillow?
radiating hot.
I'm still just.
This is
pouring water
basically
on.
the center of the furnace.
Yeah.
It's still burning down
Make
this
a nice
close to the
pizza.
ground. Yeah, just put some potatoes down there.
Yeah.
Cook up something nice.
Ooh.
So both of you are going to take.
No. He doesn't need my help.
No, you're helping. You said it.
I know.
I think it's 2d8.
Gloves of digging.
Are you wearing metal? Your scale mail? Or
Dragon scales.
so
Ooh.
it
I
probably
am
has
sure
some
then.
metal, but not what you really consider metal armor.
Dragon skills.
I should just open my giant, or my ever-smoking bottle, and you could have kept pouring water on it, because it would have just had a big thing of smoke coming up anyways.
Yeah.
So you both take 9 fire
Ever-smoking
damage.
blunt.
And so, I mean, you remember you had the 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
Half that.
What the fuck is going on?
And you would be subjected to heat metal, but it doesn't matter. At last, Mogar,
Wow.
you feel the unmistakable resistance of metal. Wrapped in a fine cloth blanket, you find a suit of black
That hasn't
armor
burned?
Yeah.
that can only be yours.
Doesn't fit anymore.
Is it hot?
It's, well,
Put it on and find out.
It's cool to the
Yeah, you
touch.
can't take your hand off if that tells you.
yeah. You place your hand on the armor, and you find it's not cool to the touch.
It's quite cool,
but it's
actually.
Yeah.
it's room temp metal.
Okay.
Nice.
And it was
Drops
in
it
a
in
bag.
It's a blanket. It's not a bag, but the blanket was wrapped around.
Yeah.
Is the blanket
What?
In the bank.
is the blanket magical?
Can't keep my blanket on my phone.
How would you know?
Did
Probably
it
is
catch
on a
fire?
cold night.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna keep the blanket too.
I got the bag of holding for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the blanket in there. And I'm gonna doff my armor and don this one.
Alright, that's gonna take you 10 minutes.
I don't think that's plate now.
Oh. Half plate.
Half plate.
5
Let's
minutes.
make it this 5. Yeah.
30 minutes then. I need about
But
30
to
minutes.
don it's gonna be like that's what I sent it off to do.
Oh,
They mess it up.
right. You're doffing your plate
Extend the
mail.
time.
Yeah.
Doffing,
put a bunch
I'm
of-
So
doffing
you're taking
my-
off the half plate mail,
Yeah, and donning.
and then you're done, and that takes 10 minutes.
But it's magic.
But you don't know the command word.
Dawn.
Oh.
On Lamont.
Where do I get that?
Helga.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Because you didn't give him like a command word to
Yeah.
use with it.
That sucks.
Just start.
Look for a piece of paper.
So I'm glad I didn't have this armor
Blanket.
the whole time for literally nothing.
Blanket.
Yeah.
Look for a note or
I'm
something.
gonna say Torm.
Torn. Dawn.
Torm's power.
He probably would.
Don Doff.
Nonetheless,
Password.
Mogar, as you kind of pull the final string to tighten your armor or whatever class, as you do the finishing touch. So it's been 15 minutes, right? And as you do the finishing touch to your armor, these guys all like, what's he doing? Taking so long.
It's pretty understandable.
I'm fly as hell. We all stay mad.
Takes
I'm
time.
invincible.
A bright light emanates from the armor and engulfs you. You find yourself in the main hall of your spiritual recluse, though it is now larger and even more ornate. Portraits of your family history
Joel
hang
Street.
from the walls, their frames gilded in gold. On one side, you recognize images of the shepherd family, and on the other, you see a series of changelings whom you do not recognize, save for your mother and father. A voice behind you speaks up, one that cuts to your very core, and you immediately recognize as the voice which spoke to you when you tried to raise Isk. Mogar, my righteous Justicar.
Torn.
You spin around to find the very image of Torm standing before you.
I kneel down.
Standing a good head taller
my
than you,
hand.
his dusk purple plate mail radiates a warmth and faint light. You look up to view his face and see the head of a majestic lion looking back at you. And you kneel down. You said, he puts his
My
hand,
liege.
he puts his hand on your shoulder, right? And it's a huge hand, right? Because he's super tall, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the gauntlet is just huge on you. You just feel the weight, but in a good way, a powerful way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he just says, "I trust I live up to your
Like a submersible?
expectations." He asks calmly.
Oh.
Who
I
are
start
you?
crying.
He raises you up, right? He motions for you to stand.
He has a feather in his.
Yeah, this is for you, my liege.
He takes your
Macaroni.
macaroni and puts it in his.
Yeah.
And it looks totally fine on him.
I am-
He's huge.
Yeah.
I am Torm.
He goes to
Macaroni.
town.
He says, "Walk with me."
Finishes that goes, I'll be right back.
He's
Like-
I'm so sorry, Jessica Mogar.
It's like,
Child me.
it's like
I had
sorry.
macaroni for lunch.
Yeah,
I
just
know,
made some
I
macaroni.
had curry for. I had curry. I say
Dude, I've
yes.
never been this party during the AMG session. I don't. It's the curry.
Tosh, you're
Maybe.
farty.
It was the curry.
You're farty.
He opens the front door and steps outside into the warm daylight. An elven woman stands outside and bows to him. And he motions to her. He says, "This is Leo Alin, my aspect of obedience. Normally, I would have her
That's what she's
greet
a
a
woman.
faithful who has passed the fourth trial, but we agreed that the circumstances of your trial were quite unique." Leolin gives you a slight but respectful bow of her head to you and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Mogar. It was not an easy trial you had before you, but you passed without hesitation. I look forward to seeing your future endeavors."
Thank you, my lady.
Tor motions for you to follow him down the steps, and he begins walking to the edge of the field, where a fine paved path instantly forms before you.
Okay.
As you walk, he spends a few minutes going over the history of your life, some which you have only just discovered for yourself, like your childhood, right?
Yeah.
And other bits which you know well and remember. You think of your time training in the academy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes over times that you did well in following his tenets, times that you failed, and lessons that you've learned over the years. All of it feels fresh as he perfectly recounts your personal journey and the inner thoughts that you never voiced to anyone but your own conscience.
I'm gay. Tor accepts me even though I'm gay.
He immediately banishes you.
Yeah.
As he concludes, he stops at a stone bench near a small stream. He sits down and motions for you to sit next to him.
I do. I look like a little child next to him.
Pretty much.
Torm's like a 10-foot giant man. Lion.
He says, "You come from 2 strong lines of my followers. Among them, a great many warriors who have performed amazing deeds in my name. One group reaps the benefits of their service in the eye of the public, as well as willingly placing a target on the backs of them and their loved ones for any eager to displace them. The other group conducts my will clandestinely, across the face of Forbin, few ever knowing the many times they have preserved good and order." And he puts his hand up. "Worry not. I am not here to force upon you another difficult choice. Well, not in that regard,
Because
at
one of
least.
them will die.
Nay, what I speak to you of today concerns your mortality and your future rest. You see, your unique upbringing, I believe, does present you and will continue to offer you a certain perspective, one which, while fostering the good in yourself and others, also provides a great deal of ponderings and the ability to view matters from multiple angles. You understand the importance of the law and its place in the world, but you also have a heart that feels for the people of this world, no matter their race. In the future, I will need that kind of heart to be a leader and a judge of my followers." He kind of pauses. He gives you a moment to say anything if you want to.
I'd say, yeah, of course, I'm flattered. No, I would, of course, try to live up to.
He says, "When the spell plague was unleashed, it changed the eastern continent. That was the world that I returned to after I led my people back from their exodus. Helm had been weakened, and his faithful threatened to splinter, potentially leading to the entire collapse of the empire. I intervened, and my people brought law and order to the chaos. Much transpired in the centuries afterwards, but as my duties have expanded, I have had need to delegate the pillars of our order to various aspects. You have now met them all, and yet there is one vacancy. ... So he says, what I want to offer
This is the
you
new guy.
is
Is it
the
done?
future opportunity to become my aspect of law.
Yes.
However,
Dog the bounty hunter.
I go, yes! No.
before you make any choices that may profoundly change your life, there is one more thing you should know. You and I, we have a history, one that goes far, far back. And it may alter your opinion of me." His stature and head begin to change, and a few seconds later, a normal human man sits next to you.
Dutch.
You stare at his features.
Shut up. I just suck him. I hate you.
You stare at his features, imagining that few in this day and age have seen this face of Torm. Go ahead and make a history check.
It'd be over 17.
The recollection of his face immediately jumps into your mind. The first visit to the Enclavians, the young man who went off with Brutus to teach him a new technique.
No.
What was his name
Wait,
again?
Wait.
Son of a bitch.
God?
Wait, which guy?
The one who taught Brutus the charge.
The super stupid guy that was like, hate everybody else.
Well,
you
no,
have
the
to
one that
learn strength.
their whole clan is like based after.
It was like Brutus's.
It was like Moab
Yeah.
or something.
Moab was the leader.
So it wasn't.
Oh,
Moab.
this isn't. I was thinking it was him.
Moab sent Brutus to go train with this guy.
His name was Mort.
Oh, okay.
When you first...
Moab. What was it, dude?
Moab
Yeah.
died
Thank goodness.
in that after that fight.
Yeah.
So this guy is So I recognize him from training him.
Yeah,
I don't remember that as much.
but that's okay.
I mean, it was a short thing.
It was a short
Taught
time.
him a new
Yeah.
technique.
And it was barely... I mean, I don't know if you guys didn't really interacted
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
him. I don't think you did. But he, like, kind of as you're having this thought, he continues. Titus Octavian Regulus Mixopen,
Yeah.
in my mortal appearance, I am grateful to meet again after so long.
It was great to meet you again. I had no idea. I am embarrassed.
He says, I understand, and I understand if you may have some ill feelings against the tribe that I once belonged to.
I'd say we all, as you can tell, we've all had a past. I don't think you were perfect. You had to learn things too.
Excuse me?
So, like you had to learn things too.
Ooh,
Right?
demoted.
So it's like the Adam God theory. Right?
So I was gonna say the Thor God theory.
Thor God theory. It's really like, hey, you lived your life, but what you did then happened, and what you do now is more important.
He says that.
But because I am the law, you now have to repent.
He says
Torm.
that is the correct perspective, and the kind of that I need as someone
It's because I genocided all those people. It's like, whatever.
who can
There were silverheads.
People thought I killed myself.
righteously. He stands up and he faces you, and he kind of motions for you to. Well,
Sit on his
does
lap.
he motion you? Yeah,
Do you want
he
some
motions for
promotion?
you to kneel down.
I kneel.
He says, Phi Mogar, Justicar of Torm, I have found you worthy to one day take up my mantle as the aspect of law. It will require more sacrifice than you have ever imagined, and you will fulfill my will for eons to come before you are able to pass into the eternal rest. However, if you are true to yourself and to my will, this service shall grant you fulfillment beyond measure. What say you?
I say, yay! Yay!
Yay!
Lord!
Takes his mask off. Is L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
He
I'm
signed
gonna
your
do
next
sign
CEO.
here.
Yeah.
That'll be $400,000.
Just Sea Org.
Yeah.
You do get magic powers.
You kind of like you respond that way, and he just nods and he once more like places his hand on your shoulder, and you kind of bow and like, close your eyes to be respectful, and then you kind of sense yourself returning to the world. When you open your eyes, you stand once again among your allies. You raise a gauntlet to your eyes to inspect the new armor, which you've donned. To your surprise, it is a brilliant white color.
Yes! I'm a white
Radiating.
knight, milady.
You're more than that. You're a radiant knight.
Yes!
Put a
The
feather in
armor
your fedora.
radiates a faint light, even similar to your lance. The crest of Torm is furnished on the chest plate, and you can feel new strength coursing through you, a gift of Torm's light.
Still cursed though.
No, I'm gonna tell you this.
Gives you 9 AC.
Well, I'm undead.
It's not cursed, no.
No.
It is legendary armor. It's still mithril. It requires attunement.
I mean, you can stealth though.
So,
Although I guess it's shiny.
this radiant white armor has been remade by Torm's blessing and exudes a faint aura of light when worn. It slowly repairs itself outside of combat as barely visible strands of light mend any damage. You have a +1 bonus to AC while wearing this armor.
Yes!
Your constitution score increases by 1 to a maximum of 20 while attuned to this item.
Ooh.
And then Torm's Light. Whenever you use a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
Ooh.
Pretty ballin'.
This armor also has your enchantment on it. You just don't know the command word yet to make it work.
Okay. Before I go back to him, can you tell me the enchantment? Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna say Torm. I'm gonna see if that. Because didn't you say it's written Torm? Or
No, it's
did I imagine that?
like the gauntlet.
Like it's his
Oh,
It's a
okay.
symbol.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's just like a dope. And it does the Don Doff thing. I just don't know the name.
Right.
I know that. Okay.
Try I'm a big faggot.
He'll get just
Say
like,
law.
Is that on the roll?
But he kept calling me Justicar, so I didn't actually go up. I'm still a deacon. I'm not a teacher yet.
Yeah.
You couldn't quit smoking in
Oh
30
my
days.
word, dude, I'm gonna be your
So
aspect of law, but you couldn't even make me a teacher.
you will understand this in future like meetings or whatever with him. Basically, it's like you are set to be
Yeah.
but like you still have learning and growing to do, and so it's like if you stay on Torm's path, then you will be the aspect one day.
Yeah. I'm on the council. I'm just not a master.
Yeah, and so you at some undesignated point in the future, you'll basically be like transfigured, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll happen on your death, but like you'll learn in the future years that at some point in your old age, you'll basically have a chance to like live out a chunk of your mortal life and whatever that entails, and then at some point, then you basically will become this aspect.
Okay, that's sick. Aspect for thousands of.
But it also means that you can still screw up.
Yeah.
Like, if you break your oath as a paladin or whatever, then like you can kiss that promotion goodbye.
Yeah. Like Tom already said that I'm practically his number one guy. So what if I just kick the squirrel as hard as I can?
We should look for if there's like a note or anything left anywhere that
Yeah.
has a code.
Yeah. Can we look in the blanket? See if there's any.
Well,
If I find it, I'm gonna burn
This
it.
jubilant moment is not long lasting, as the explosion of light has caught the attention of 2 patrols, which now surround you and your
That's
party.
what I was a little bit worried about. That's why I clearly hid.
Sorry, but obviously we had to do it. Somebody, did you see how sweet that is?
I ain't worried about
On
it. dude.
Radiant Night. Yes!
We messed up so many of these fools. Have you found in Baldur's Gate the enlightened ogre?
Yes.
It's so funny. He's got
I
the
think I've seen him
circlet of
once.
intelligence.
I've seen him once.
Yes, me and my fellow ogres here will be able to help. And
Dude, getting him
this
on the
other
side
ogre's
is
just
sick.
like, we'll smash.
Yeah, that's what I did.
The what?
If you get them to work for you, you blow
The
the
horn?
horn and they
Yeah.
fight for you.
I did
I
that
never
because I
used it.
jumped in a cave and I
I
think I
forgot.
fought some spiders. and
Yeah,
I
down the
needed-
well.
I needed that. Yeah,
Ooh.
that was it.
I haven't gone
And
down.
I had to call.
You've just
him.
got to cheese that spider by pushing it into the pit.
Yeah.
Like I just thunder waved it off the edge in one shot.
All right, let's get you
Or you
set
can
up.
hit the webs and make it fall.
Hunter, you're hiding off in an alley, not too far off, but you're hiding.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Um,
I'm on my way to the.
Were we inside the building?
there is no building.
You were outside, like it was in the street.
Oh shiz. Okay.
Yeah, it's like falling to pieces. You were like on top of a pile digging through it.
Come on, man. Just tons of smoke and I'm
Yeah.
the sound.
Radiant
I mean,
Night.
I assume you stepped off the pile to put your armor on, but you were just so excited. It was like, get off this and throw your armor into the fire. I don't need this.
Yeah. I painted these. Little guys. I don't like the arrows, but other than that, I think
Allen?
the rest are
Tim Cook.
pretty good.
All right,
Dun, dun, dun.
let's roll
Car
for
cook.
initiative.
Aspect of Cook. I need to rewatch those. I haven't watched those in a while.
11.
I haven't either.
7.
21.
I would rewatch it.
What do we do?
Initiatories.
I want to watch the extended again. It's so much better.
I haven't
Way
watched
better.
The extended like all together, and that's something I want to do.
Like, what do you mean?
Like
You-
freaking
Back to back?
Back to
It's
back.
a long day, but it's worth it.
Bro, the ranch. Instead of
Party,
the ranch, it's
party day.
Some
Me and
bad
Aaron.
swords.
What'd you, Dutch? What'd you get?
We didn't
14.
win this year, but me and Aaron generally have a tradition on Valentine's Day where we just stay inside all day and just watch all 3 Lord of the Rings. Because that's what we did our first Valentine's Day together. 'Cause that's the first time she ever watched it.
Jeez.
Those movies are
And
amazing.
it's awesome because we were just going to watch the first one. But then as soon as that first one was over, she's like, well, now I want to watch the second one.
That's a
How
good
much-
start.
how
That's
Going.
what I knew.
Yeah.
How much
If a woman can
watching
understand
actually
why that
happens?
shit slaps.
Most,
Good
well,
sign.
they're extended.
I cry like a
so
baby
I'd
every
say
time I watch
a
those.
little over
We would
90%
definitely
was
fall
them
asleep after
watching.
the first hour.
All right,
Because
Hunter.
we were quick with the other stuff.
Oh, my first?
Yes.
You know,
Whatever.
watching videos.
So you basically just have orcs and orc archers.
Orctors. Surrounded on both sides, huh?
Okay, well,
See,
I'm actually not too worried
Sucks
about hiding
for him.
anymore. So, I'm gonna run over to
Sucks
this
for them that I
guy.
have a magic blanket.
yeah.
He's wearing his cape. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Now that I've seen kind of what's around, I'm not too worried about him, so I'm just gonna run up and start hitting him.
If I accidentally say the
I'm gonna try and
word,
take this
then
one's
it's
head
like
off
that.
immediately.
So So it's legendary, but does it act
Got a
as plate mail still?
Yes.
I got a 27 to hit,
So let me.
which I'm assuming hits the
Yeah,
goblin.
for sure.
let me see
And then
here.
10 damage on
It's
that
like
one.
a super
Okay.
common word.
Assuming it's still alive.
It
It's
is.
just
Does
and.
15 hit?
Yes.
That one's 9 damage.
That's dead.
Okay. Let's kill him.
How much damage did you do?
19. Then I'm gonna move to the next guy and try and kill him. So I'm just like basically running by from out of nowhere and like trying to cut both their heads off.
The look of shock on his face is still evident as you cut off his head.
Okay. 13 does not hit, does it?
It does hit.
Then that one's 13 damage.
Okay.
So 9.
That's just like you just stab him through the chest. He's like still alive, but like gasping for air.
Then my last one, I got a 29 to hit and did 12 damage.
And you kill.
Give me back my cow.
I can do like a spell to wipe out several at a time, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need to save my spells.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys are so weak anyways. If I can kill them like
just,
that.
just go
Alright,
with
that's your turn.
Yep.
Shillelagh.
Mogar.
My turn.
Go back to Shirley and
All
stab
right.
him in the
Well, my
street.
armor, my AC is back to 21 now, so that's fantastic. All right.
Oh, yeah, and you probably assumed this, but like the curse is entirely lifted. You have no penalty to AC.
Yes. Yeah.
If you don't know the word, you can never take the armor off.
No. Not fast enough. Okay. Yeah. With this
Fog
bright
is
new
lifted.
Not
Okay.
not
light,
now.
I
Those
am
are the
just
lyrics.
He doesn't know
I'm
that.
radiating,
Untangled like that.
and I'm gonna just go first and start just plugging away at this guy. Just leap at him.
By the way, I hate them making it like that.
So that's
It's a weird thing to do.
They're making a live action?
Yeah, because there's a rumor going around where Jada Pinkett Smith was gonna play Rapunzel, and everyone thought it was real. They're like, no,
in
but it
24,
turns out to be fake.
24 to hit,
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah, it wouldn't have any hair to let down.
Jada
Right.
Pinkett Smith.
that's 20.
She'd have to bang all of
2
Flynn's
damage.
He's dead.
He's dead. All right, and then the next guy.
So just like,
is
I'm
a
totally
16 to
happy and
hit?
fine.
Yep.
They've
Hits.
I'm actually
apparently
at Pugh.
cast Florence
Distance.
Pugh.
I do like her.
She's in everything, dude.
And that's
She's awesome.
19.
I like her.
28.
I don't like most of what she's in.
Yeah.
Which means Flynn's gonna be black.
You didn't like Midsummer?
That one was
She's a
okay.
character,
I just
right?
didn't like Black Widow. It was a horrifically bad movie.
Oh, she is that
Flynn
girl?
She's the sister.
And what?
Black Widow.
Yeah.
That movie fucking
in-
sucks.
Sister.
Don't worry, darling. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen. Well,
I kind of want
I've
to
seen
see
clips. People say it's pretty good.
Doesn't have Harry Styles in it?
don't care then. That guy acts gay for pussy. I don't like that shit.
Alright.
All of your favorite singers in the 80s and 70s did that too.
I don't like Mick Jagger.
Elton
Gareth
John,
runs
he's
up.
not gay.
Takes one slash, takes another, takes that archer out.
Pom, pom.
Let's go,
Ren.
Gareth.
Oh, Ren.
Disney is making a Aragon series. Okay.
Aragon.
I love Aragon. Movie sucks. The odds of it being good are really
Dude,
bad.
the
The
book
movie-
was so
it's gonna-
good.
All the
It's
books are
gonna
amazing.
Be better than the movie.
What's an
at
Eldritch
least.
Blast? D8, D10.
This is
D10.
Disney, my guy.
But that movie was awful.
Actually, I want to rewatch it. I feel like ogre people were.
Ren
so
also,
fun.
bam, bam, bam. An archer.
I did love that
Takes
series
him out.
though. Those books are
The
amazing.
books are incredible.
That's what got me into fantasy.
Really?
Oh.
You're up.
Sorry, I was
The idea
distracted.
that
One of my
pink
buddies
cards
just
and all
texted
that
me,
was
and I
cool.
guess
Yeah, like it was.
they're
It's like
in their apartment.
transformation
Their
to, like,
landlord
kind of
didn't have
natural.
actual like license to be renting out the building, and so city inspectors came and condemned it, and they had a lawyer tell them to get out as soon as possible because the lease agreement was null and void.
What's that?
Wow.
Who's the landlord?
Was it like?
Indian?
Is it an
Dude,
actual apartment or is
Like
it?
it was
like
an
a-
apartment complex. The
Oh.
landlord just didn't
The
have.
landlord's gonna get sued for it.
Oh yeah, they told me that. They just told me he's like, we might sue him for our money back.
He said, what the fuck are you talking about?
They could
I have all
probably
the proper
sue for
paperwork.
every month that they had it.
Leo only been there. Like
He probably lives in
two.
Dubai. You'll never find him.
Only a month they have it? That sucks.
Yeah, but anyways, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go Earth Elemental. You're all looking at me like that's a bad idea.
Yeah, you do. You.
because it doesn't last for that long.
6 hours.
Lasts for a long time.
Okay.
It's just,
if you want to just keep
is it worth being the big thing when there's only a few of them?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to
Well,
waste
isn't
your
there a
charges.
bunch more about to come? I feel like that's what usually happens.
Were these the
There's
two
just
patrols?
These are
then
the
we
two.
can
They
see
haven't
how-
alerted anything
I
yet.
wouldn't do anything.
Oh, I thought we're like about to.
I don't want you to waste your charges before.
Well, in that case, I'll just. Where am I? I'm gonna run over to this dude and just bonk him with my staff.
Just give him the
Bonk it a bonk bonk.
One great bonk.
One great.
Because these are
great
25
bonk.
millimeters, they look
Boogly bonk skin.
Like,
Shorter.
smaller size.
25 millimeters is pretty big. Okay. It's more than anyone needs.
It's
I
to
don't
have
have
this in
it,
my
so-
inventory either. So that's why I don't really know what the damage is.
Is it a staff?
Yeah,
One D6 or D8?
1d8
Wait, or two-handing it, so D8.
for 5 damage.
Plus your strength.
Well,
Plus
no,
my
if he's
strength.
using
Plus
Shillelagh, plus it's wisdom instead
So
of
you get
strength.
to use both.
I thought you could use both.
So I like add them to each other.
I don't know.
No?
You just use wisdom, it replaces it
That'd be
instead of strength.
6
It's because
plus-
your strength is a dumb stat. for-
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it strength or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Whatever.
Either one, technically.
Which
So
one's
ten-
the highest?
Wisdom. So 10. 10
Yeah,
damage.
there you go.
Alright. So you just bonk this guy over the head, and he's kind of dizzy, but he's still up.
He's thaumaturgy, the little birds are flying around.
Still up.
Got
Better
anything
than
else
he
for us,
ever up.
Boogly?
Huh?
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
He's
Sorry.
still
Dutch, you're up.
macaroni.
Do you not have 2 attacks?
It's just a druid.
I think they might get him
Just-
in animal
Just
form,
for-
depending on the druid, but
Weird.
Vladimir gonna understand that these guys won't have like any energy.
one of them might have the purest soul you've ever tasted.
Hurricane Hillary? Well, I guess the storm
Vladimir
Hillary
says,
might
yes, you
become
understand.
hurricane.
Like I don't.
It's crazy,
I don't
a bunch
wanna-
of people
I don't
keep
wanna waste
dying
soul
totally.
consumption on
Wait,
small
it's
fry.
off the coast of
Exactly.
So
Mexico
I am
right
just
now.
gonna
It's
go-
going north. It would hit LA. next
I got
week
a
when we're in Disneyland.
16
Oh,
and
that
a 19
sucks.
and a
I
20.
really
Okay.
hope that it
Who's your first
dies
target?
down.
Yeah, me too.
That guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but
What's the
not
first damage?
Nobody will be at the park.
That is
I would go on Space Mountain and hurt
14.
Force Winds.
Ooh, so close.
and the second one
I'm not gonna miss my blue body
Is 10.
reservation.
I wouldn't
and
either.
the other
I'm gonna
one
wake up at 4 a.m.
will be 12.
Alright.
Bye.
And just like that, moments later, you guys have dispelled the. I mean, we can't even really call it a threat, right? But you've dispatched the enemy. And Red says, "Great. Probably best to we move on."
We need to hide the bodies or anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let's hide.
Throw it in the rubble.
Let's yeah.
I'm
what I was
throw them in
thinking.
a
about
burning
that.
forge.
Oh,
Smells
but then
really
it would-
good.
It'd make a lot more smoke, huh? So let's do that. No, but I said we just hide the bodies. Everybody just grabs the body and we get it.
No.
In bag of holdings.
Ooh.
Yeah, next one we come across, you really want to end up like these guys? Dump it all out. It's just like 50 bodies. Yeah, that works for me.
They throw a bag of holding inside your bag. Of
So you just kind of
holding.
like toss them in one of the buildings nearby.
Yeah.
Okay.
We stage them like they're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Like,
Like some serial killer.
they're like
Yeah,
dancing.
yeah,
They put a
exactly.
bunch of strings on their hands. They're dancing like
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah. Hey, you pervert!
Oh, he's
Behind
so
the
good.
shower curtain.
Yeah.
Get out of here! I'm gonna slap you silly.
Can you do that with dancing lights? I guess it would be a light. The light can cast a shadow, can it?
But don't you have Dance Macabre?
No.
Is that in the other one?
My other guy.
Because then you could really do it. Just
Mogar.
spamming it all.
Yes.
The Stranger's Book once more hums with magical energy. Make an Arcana check.
Uh,
I see.
we have been going back shorter and shorter times. Maybe we can go back in the past 3 days ago and
Use my inspiration.
muff shit up. Muff some
Oh
cabbage.
my
Oh,
That was close. I get it, whatever it is.
Okay.
Like a
And
20.
you
can
once
get it
more
right
have
now.
inspiration because you were capped.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is the landlord.
that dynasty.
Let me
guy.
see.
He looks honest to me.
However, you can also feel that
Keep
it is
darker.
at its weakest.
The book is?
The book, the magic of the book. It is as if the final vestiges of magic stored within its bindings are now being condensed in preparation for one final casting.
Throw us back to when the invasion's gonna happen.
Do you open it?
Throw back. Yeah. I get everybody together and I say, "Let it rip."
No sooner,
Beyblade.
no sooner do you open to the last of its pages than the words materialize before your very eyes.
Psych.
This is the point of no return. See to it that you are ready before you proceed any further. The extent to which the Third Goblin War succeeded is largely due to the interest of greater beings? Yeah, mages,
Beings.
mind flayers, and more. Previous attempts never had these gifts. Thus, an equal investment of time and ability was required to meet them. And so, I intervened to give Anatar a fighting chance. Without you, this kingdom and the world itself may fall. But will it be enough? Go forth, heroes of Rameth. What happens next is unwritten.
As always, a burst of light emanates from the book, forcing you to close your eyes due to its brightness. However, when you open them, you have not been transported, but remain right where you are, which I'm saying is inside this building where you deposit the bodies.
You pervert.
As obvious as anything else, a portal now stands before you through which you can see a wooden wall just a few feet beyond. You recognize the location as the alcove in which you appeared previously, but by peering up to the sky through the gateway, you can tell it is connected in real time to the other side of the impenetrable field. You have your way in.
Wait. When did we get...
We didn't get transported at all.
Oh, okay.
So there's now a portal
Gateway in there.
in front of you
Okay.
that leads
Gateway
into
mall.
the fort.
I'm also wondering who this is. Who intervened? I'm thinking it's Torm, but obviously it's probably whoever give us the book.
Maybe that was Torm.
No, Torm is... You're Brutus's friend.
Tiberius,
Rexus.
Foxtrot, Uniform, Charlie Kilo. Yeah, I'm going through the portal.
Yeah. I'm riding through the portal. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
You get stuck.
Chops your head off.
It's not big enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ride through. Cinnamon can fit, but you can't
Okay,
ride through.
I pushed
And
it
also, it's a little alcove, so Cinnamon's gonna
Yeah.
He's gonna
He's
take
not-
up most of the space
He's
of that
not going to be
alcove.
happy.
But you can.
Not happy.
Just. Oh wait, so the portal leads to an alcove?
You remember
think
the
it's
Is that
alcove?
where we got the
That's-
book from? Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So it's basically like on one of the walls, and you
Yeah.
just like step in.
So that little bastard disappeared.
All right, so you guys step through.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Right as
Alright.
everybody else goes, I step back.
Let's all do this together.
You're prepared as you're gonna get, I guess. The fate of Rameth, no, all of Anatar, rests with you now. It is time to confront the evil upholding this plot
Nice shit.
and take your place among the legends of this world. And so you step through the portal. The next chapter will pick up immediately after you step through the portal. You'll be level 16, and it will be the final session.
Level 6.
Oh, final session. Ooh, I thought we... Okay.
I mean, we were technically supposed to finish in July, huh?
Well... Things...
So you should all like give yourselves a long rest, obviously, also, as part of stepping through the portal.
Good.
This
Need to heal that 9 damage.
So can I just level up to 16 right now?
Catching those hot bricks.
Should I...
Um,
We will
Those were temporary.
Do 16 right now.
and then I want to know, like, how can we make the final session special?
Kill us all.
It's like,
Anyway.
I could bring popcorn this time.
Oh. I feel like I already got ahead of myself making curry. That was pretty.
That's so damn
That
good.
was really good.
Dude, that was...
I
Yeah,
haven't
that
had
was
it in
so-
forever. I'm gonna be on a kick of that for a while now.
For any sort of curry.
But no, I don't know. Like,
nice.
Steph?
what can we do differently that will, kind of make the conclusion a bit special?
Wizard hats.
Yeah, hear me out. We get a feather.
White.
We have macaroni.
It's like white wizard hats and robes.
I mean,
I want.
Almost coming into Cliff's house around the neighborhood. Kick out.
People driving by.
Hey neighbor. I'd like if
We could go
Tobin.
to the
It'd be
cemetery
cool if we could get Tobin here.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I think you could like get that.
Oh.
Probably. Assuming she's not. Well, no, because she would be home.
Guess who
for
gets
that.
an
Although that's-
ability score improvement?
We all
Everybody.
do.
Or a feat.
I'd do it.
Okay.
Probably a feat.
Depends on
Ooh,
what you
if it's the
are.
last one, we'd probably get
take
tough.
lucky again.
So I wanted to tell you guys, if that rock fight like went worse, right? Then like you had a chance of like the page would be ready to tear before you defeated the rock fight if it went on long enough.
Ah.
But like the rock was basically going to keep someone in his talons like on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So you had this opportunity to like basically tear the page and transport you all out, right? And that way like no one would get blown up in the bridge or whatever, and the rock would get blown up.
That makes sense.
But what that would have meant is that Ren is left behind. Like
Oh,
your-
yeah.
Ah,
because she's like so
that
far
would
away.
Yeah.
suck for her.
So like that. I mean, I had a backup plan because really it's only a week away. Like she can wait a week.
Yeah.
But no, I just,
That would have been
like that
funny.
would have been like a funny kind of.
That would have been great. We're just there like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went from like 93 to 131.
Yeah, you
I'm a
wild.
tank now.
I think I'm
wild
gonna.
shape
I think I'm
on
taking.
top of that.
I think I'm taking tough because I think I have all the ones I want. Is that what you're doing?
Blokey.
Dude.
Do I get feet?
Yeah, we all get feats or.
But multi-classing? Isn't it weird?
No, it goes the same.
It's
4 and
the
8. And it goes
Well-
by force.
No, it depends on
No.
where he's at in the
Yeah,
class.
he's right. That's the class.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have that.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
What are you? What's your final distribution gonna be?
I don't know.
Oh,
I picked Sorcerer just barely. Because I wanted 3rd level spells.
sure.
In Warlock, if I go to 11, I'll get a Mystic Arcanum.
Just go 16 Warlock. Forsake your sorcerer past.
Yeah.
It's too late for that.
It is too. I'm staring at the
Yeah,
moon,
so
just like,
32.
come on! Come on! Take it back!
That would be. Oh no, it's 30.
So I get a 6th level spell, a 6th level Warlock spell. But I was looking through them and I don't know if I
Really want them that
really
bad.
care for them. Like the Warlock ones. I can think there'd be plenty of other.
What are the Warlock ones?
I mean, I guess there's kind of cool ones, but it's. I guess what do sorcerers get at 6th?
What happens in the astral plane?
Just like
Sorts
pirates.
of
like
wonky
space.
shit.
I'm gonna say
That's where the
Astral.
Githyanki come from.
I would. Did you just say Githyanki? And not
Githyankies.
Githyanki? Hey.
Doodle dandy? It all comes back to that
You know what, Hunter?
motherfucker.
There you go.
Oh, here's some dice. Well, let's see.
That's where the illithids come from, too.
Really? The astral plane?
That's why they
Really?
fight each other constantly. Because you
Yeah.
use intelligence to move around there.
Mm.
I just assumed it was
But
some
what-
of the world.
Does
that
the
they come
portal
from
go
that
away,
was
or
astral plane.
does it? Is it like space?
Yeah.
So if it opens up,
It's
you
space,
can-
not how we think of space, but it's the equivalent of space.
Could we like throw somebody in there if we
Yes.
put 2 things and throw somebody?
And if they're dum-dums, they can't move around. Because like your movement speed, everything in
Oh,
there
so
is
if we threw
dependent on
mind
your...
flayers in there, that's like
They're
where
totally fine.
They're like, oh, dude, sick.
Thanks.
So once this campaign is finished, what's the next?
Who's
Or
gonna
you
run
doing
this?
So
one?
I have a couple. So you'll have to look at
Boing,
it.
boing.
I suggest putting easy characters, but you're gonna have 4 characters.
Oh, we can keep
4
track of all that.
Rangers it is.
Not at once. What happens is, there you go.
Keep track of that.
Form, is that you?
We're gonna do a.
That was so funny.